Psst, psst. You. Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Are you tired of the same old podcasts with the same old panels and the same old rhetoric? So am I. So come spend time with me, where you can have a laugh, be entertained, and learn something. I'm your host, Nova, and welcome to School of Thought. Class is in session. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight at School of Thought. Tonight we have something a little bit different. We have a friend of mine by the name of Shane, who is a fantastic historian and quite knowledgeable on the topics of religion. And he's going to accompany me while we are watching Sarah at the Raging Tomatoes, who is hosting the debate tonight between Andrew Wilson and Based Oracle. Now, I only caught the very tail end of it this evening. So what I'm going to do, I'll be reacting fresh in real time with Shane while you're watching it. So let's bring him on up and let's get going.
Hello.
Hello, Shane. How's your evening been tonight?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Anytime. We've been talking off and on for several months now, and you are quite the popular Irishman in the space, aren't you?
Oh, thank you very much.
You know how I love the Irish.
Oh, well, we love to be loved.
Love to be loved. Yes, you do. So you ready to watch this drama?
Sure. Yeah, just disclaimer, I caught the end of it myself, but I haven't seen the first, hour of it, at least.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it except for the very tail end of it, so that's fine with me. So everybody else will be watching it right along with us.
Welcome to the chat, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, let's say hello to the chat before we get going. So we've got Romano and Bandit. We've got Woody. Hey, Woody. And Uncle Guns, the best mod out there, right next to me, because he taught me everything I know, right along with Selft. Let's see who else is out. P. Fletch is out there. And let's get moving.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. I am Sarah, the Raging Tomato. I know I came out of my little YouTube hiatus. I was taking a little break. I wasn't going to stream for a couple weeks, but things happen. People ask for stuff, and I'm happy to oblige. So I am here. You are all here. Lots of you are watching, and I'm super excited to finally get this debate on the books, done and over with. We can all call it a day, I hope. In any event, I wanted to start with just a full transparency so that things aren't flying anywhere and rumors aren't going around. How this happened, how this came about. Andrew reached out to me yesterday, requested that we do this debate today or tomorrow. He asked if I would moderate, if I would host. I have no problem with that. I confirmed with Based Oracle. Everybody's in agreement. Agreement with everything. So as far as I'm concerned, everything prior to this agreement was null and void. It's not sweeping into this debate. It is what it is right here, right now. So we're going to leave it at that. Anywho, let's see. So the topic of the debate, both Based Oracle and Andrew agree that the topic is Andrew is a liar and a grifter. They both confirmed this is what we want to discuss.
Very civil.
A few housekeeping items for everybody in the chat, all of our viewers. I want to let you know that due to the heavy conflict and nature of this debate in and of itself, we will not be hosting any open panel this evening post-debate. That is shut off. Yeah, but if you are hosting a after party type of stream, feel free to ask the roaches to drop your links when the debate is over. I can't get through my words today. When the debate is over, the mods will kindly drop the links, but mods also please verify those links are good and taking you.
Shane, I can't help but feel like this is going to be the Catholics versus the Protestants right now. I'm not sure.
Well, I think
the vibe.
It could be, but I have a feeling Based isn't religious.
Yeah, he told me the other day that he wasn't, and I don't really know a whole lot about the man. But let's start with a joke before I click continue. How did the Catholics baptize the Protestants?
Oh, tell me how.
They drowned them. Anyway,
an actual stream that's post-debate. As far as super chats are concerned, we're happy to read all of them at the end of the debate. I will post them on screen during the time that they are dropped in. However, I will not read them aloud. I will read them all at the very end. Let's see. And then, so we all agreed to a full 2 hours here for the debate. And then what we'll go into afterwards is if they both agree to go any further for 30 minutes or 60 minutes afterwards. So long as they both agree, we'll keep going as long as it's hot and heavy and it's fun. Outside of that, I don't believe any other questions have come to me from either of them. So what we'll do is we'll start, since Based Oracle is the challenger here, he will start with his opening statement. Andrew will follow. They get 4 minutes apiece, and then we'll swap at the end as far as
Is the speed okay for you, or does it bother you? Is that all right?
Good.
Okay.
closing statements are concerned. Gentlemen, any questions to you?
Nope. Good.
Okay, well then I will put us in here, and then Based Oracle to you.
All right.
Here we
good
go.
evening, and thank you to my opponent, Andrew, for showing up today. And opening statement. All right. Andrew Wilson is a liar and a grifter, like the majority of the content creation space. One moment he claims that the Crucible is fighting back against degeneracy and converting content creators to Christianity. The next moment, when faced with criticism for the degeneracy that he promotes, he regresses to, "I'm just an entertainer, bro." Andrew is widely regarded as a great debater, yet fails to debate in good faith on a regular basis, habitually committing bad faith, dirty debate practice. It's all about the optical win for Andrew, rather than the intrinsic purpose of.
Wait a second. What's it? What exactly is a dirty debate practice? I'm kind of curious. Would you know what that is, Shane?
He's claiming that Andrew acts in bad faith in his debates, which is the opposite. As far as every debate I've seen him in, he's very good faith.
Yeah, I know. He's very clear and concise, but you got to give it to Base for having the cojones to come up here and, try and do this, because he's not really a debater. I mean, I'm not a debater, so.
Debate, conflict resolution, truth. Andrew's constant chasing of social clout, attention, money, and optical wins for his echo chamber of fanboys closely resembles that of an aspiring politician, one of the highest forms of grift that exists today. Although Andrew has denied interest in running for political office, time will show this to be false. Despite the constant nags by Andrew,
Mayor of Michigan? Yes. I mean, maybe, possibly.
El Presidente.
El Presidente?
and his fanboys that I'm clout chasing, backbiting, lying, etc. My true interest in this is in continuing to do what I do here in my small content creation space, breaking down videos, ideas, conceptualize truth, and being a catalyst for people to break free of the ego attachments and pedestalization of false prophets. I'm not here claiming that Andrew is the worst, nor that I'm the best. I don't hate Andrew. I'd like to see him do better, not when it comes to
Do
clout
better?
Oh my
monetization,
God.
but rather when it comes to staying on
Oh,
truth and
base.
good faith debating conversations. Although there are plenty of worse.
The lady doth
offenders when it comes
protest
to
too
grifting
much.
lying,
Well,
Andrew
yeah,
decided to call me out as a liar
Shakespeare.
regarding my accurate analysis, and so here we are.
Thank you. Andrew, to you.
Yeah, completely weak opening statement. Let's pick up the energy a little bit so that we can get the grip really moving. Based Oracle has the job of today's debate to prove, not assert based, but prove that I'm a liar and a grifter. So people understand my position is that boring orator over here is just a run-of-the-mill seething idiot. And like most of my haters will come to the table today with no proof of any of his insane allegations. He will instead try to question me as though it's my job to give him his proof I'm a grifter. It's pretty funny, but that's how this always works. Here are just some of Boring Oscillator's public accusations he needs to prove.
He speaks.
Mind
quicker.
you, if he claims he made none of these statements, I have them on video. Clips are ready to go, so we can go through them. 1, Breathing Idiot has claimed that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Video clip ready if he denies this. I want the proof of this claim, or for Base to admit he made it up and he's a liar. He claims my wife has veneers. Made that up. Total liar. She doesn't. Claims that I paid for him. Need the proof, Base? Where's the proof?
Okay, wait a second. What's wrong with veneers? We're not allowed to have our teeth done. We can't do that. What's wrong with veneers?
How
Jane?
dare she?
No,
How
like
dare she?
I mean, I can't get Botox. I can't get veneers. I mean, I haven't done my boobs, but
I mean, like veneers is pretty basic, isn't it?
I mean, if you break a tooth or whatever, yeah, basically.
So his wife should go with bad teeth, so that he. I mean, what harm is her veneers? I mean, I
don't
don't
know.
get it.
I don't know.
I know.
I mean, I don't
donated-
watch
just
enough to know if
For the
maybe-
record, I have donated to that stream.
You
Right,
have?
I have, and I'm a member of that stream.
I
And
got
if
blocked.
Andrew wants to spend the money on her teeth, I don't mind. Okay,
Same. I don't mind it. I got blocked in his chat once.
no way.
I was being a bad girl.
Oh, you.
Yeah, you know, as
Shocked
preachers,
and
about it,
stunned.
we can't help ourselves sometimes.
Based, I would like the actual proof of this claim as well. He claims that I had more money than I stated during a Fresh and Fit live engagement. Gonna need to see the proof, Based. Gonna need the proof. Not an assertion, not your feelings, not how you feel, but proof, actual proof. He claims I'm an insincere Christian, Christ pill grifting, whatever that is, and I need to provide, I need him to provide proof. Here's what I'm not here to do. I'm not here to answer a bunch of questions.
Based off a conversation him and I had one time on a podcast, on Sarah's actually, who was very generous by having me restream this. She gave me the permission. So
Thank
everybody
you,
can
Sarah.
check out Sarah at The Raging Tomato. She does wonderful debates and interviews and is a lot of fun to watch. But I think he's basically stating that Andrew's a hypocrite. What would you say, Shane?
I think he is, yes, but I have a feeling that Based won't be able to prove that he's a hypocrite.
Correct. Just because you think somebody's a hypocrite in what they're doing doesn't necessarily mean that they are breaking the law.
No, and I think Based also has one of this idea of what Christians are or should be that's not biblical, you know?
Yes, I would definitely say that if you're going to take the moral high ground, I should say, the last thing you want to do is be cursing like a sailor and then yelling at your wife to go get you a drink. Give me a drink now, woman.
Yeah, but
And smoke one after another. But hey, you know.
Yes, but I mean, you know, cigarettes not in the Bible. Alcohol is a sacrament. You know,
Yeah. I know. I agree. But that's between him. That's between him and his God. Just because
it is. Yeah, but Jesus did say, you know, to drink in moderation.
Pretty much.
Not to be drunk. Not to be drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything that starts compromising yourself and your ability to control yourself, it becomes kind of like an idol, actually.
And in fairness, like drunkenness is bad. I mean, I don't drink myself, you know?
Yeah, well, Corinthians does say neither fornicators or, drunkards and idolaters and
there you go.
They're not going to have any place with him in heaven. So, I mean, we all better take a look at what we're doing, I guess, from that standpoint. You ready?
None of us is above reproach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Questions. That's the discovery portion. We are way past that and into the claims portion. There are just some of the insane claims made by Based Oracle that I want him to provide actual proof for. Not innuendo, not accusation, but proof, a thing he is allergic to providing. My position is he'll be unable to provide any victims of my supposed grift or any actual proof of his claims. He'll just keep asking me questions as though I'm supposed to supply him with evidence of his allegations. 1, Andrew chases social clout. What the fuck does that mean? I engage with a lot of people. Andrew's running for political office. Totally false. Have made very clear I have no aspirations to do so. He says, well, time will tell. He has a fucking crystal ball. This guy has a crystal ball. You look at the crystal ball, you could tell. She's an oracle. Very feminine name, by the way. Oracles are Greek feminine prophetesses. Andrew is a false prophet, he says. I say that Oracle is the false prophet. Also, you notice that he mentioned that I'm monetized. It seems to really upset him that I make a bunch of money. I just want to let you know, Based, since it seems to upset you that you think I make a ton of money, that somebody just sent in $100 super chat, and I have a feeling they're going to send in a whole bunch more while we're doing this debate. So thanks for that. Thanks for providing the content. With that, I'll yield my time. I'm happy to get into the back and forth of no evidence whatsoever. Can't wait. Sounds great. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. The floor is open.
The end. Clear and concise. Bring it on, he's saying. Let's go.
He is correct about
Right, well, I appreciate the opening ad hominem attacks, Andrew. Perfectly within your style. With that said, let's get to this first point that Andrew is a liar. So did you not say to me, a couple months ago now, that this would be my last time to talk to you? This
Not
is
here to answer
last
questions.
chance.
I'm here for you to provide proof of your allegations.
Okay, very good. April 3rd.
Oh, dang. He doesn't even know that he just set him up and put him immediately on defense. Does he know that?
I don't think he does.
I don't think so. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're doing that because they'll reverse it on you and set you up for being on the defensive, and then you.
And base opening was an ad hominem. He called him a liar.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was probably the worst place that you could go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2024,
Mhm,
during my video Overly Emotional Male Syndrome,
mhm.
which unironically Andrew decided to pop in during, he made the statement that this would be my last chance to talk to him.
Yeah, on your stream.
Yep. Next
And
instance
that was
of
the
my
last time I
last
ever talked
chance.
to you on your stream, correct?
Last April 4th.
Yeah, I just make that we're clear on that. That was the last time I talked to you on your stream, correct?
No. You didn't say the last
Oh,
time
no,
that
I
I
did.
would that
Well,
you
then
would
show
talk
the
to me
proof.
on your stream.
Then
You
show
said
the
it was
proof.
my last chance to talk to
It was
him.
your last chance to talk to me on your
Yeah,
stream.
here's
That's
the
what I
proof.
meant. That's what I
April
meant.
3rd timestamp, 49 minutes 50 seconds.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
meant that's the last time I ever was
do
gonna
you
talk to you on your
regularly
stream.
say things that you don't actually mean? Because that's not what you said. But here you are saying that's what I meant.
Yeah, you know what context clues are, right? What's a
Sure.
context? What's a context clue?
No. I'm not here to answer your questions.
Oh, well, then I
Andrew.
guess we'll just
Did
sit
you
here
did
while
you not
provide
state
evidence.
that? Okay, well, I'll go on.
Okay, go
April
on.
4th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is next day via Discord. You then said that was my last chance to talk with you.
Mm-hmm.
Next, May 22nd, around 4:15 a.m. on Glenn Lawrence's stream. That became my last chance to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Then June 16th, via another Discord message by you, that then became the last chance that I would have to talk to you. And then here we are now, June 28th.
Mhm.
And would I be correct in thinking that this is now my 5th last chance to talk to you?
I'm a forgiving guy, Based. What can I say?
Ah,
I'm a
okay.
forgiving
So
guy.
lies equal forgiveness. I understand.
That's a
now.
lie.
Well, it was a lie the first
sorry,
4
do
times.
lies
We'll
require-
see if this 5th
Do
time
lies
is a lie.
require intent? You think that I intentionally was telling you a falsehood?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Prove it.
By repeatedly stating that lie on various different
Well, no,
occasions.
that's an assertion. You're just asserting it. You're asserting that that's a lie. You haven't demonstrated it's a lie. You just said lies require intent. Prove my intent.
Nobody can prove other than
Oh, nobody can
circumstantially
prove
somebody
the
else's intent, Andrew, and you know
So
this.
you
This
can't
is how
prove.
court
Wait, so
works.
wait, you can't
This is how
prove.
debate works.
You can't
know
prove that I was lying. You can't prove it. Ah, bro.
Well, I would say the proof is reasonable.
Okay, so basically, he should be talking more about the fact that he doesn't like his character and what he's doing versus that he's actually committing some kind of fraudulent lying behavior. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's nitpicking to try,
Yeah.
establish that he's a liar. But I mean, I saw one of those things, and he kept muting. Andrew was trying to talk to him, and he said, "Look, if you mute me again before I'm finished, I'm done, and this is the last chance
Oh,
you're
is that
going to
what
get."
happened?
Yeah, on that Glenn Lawrence stream, Andrew was trying to bury the hatchet, but they kept muting him, and he kept getting angrier and angrier. And then when he got on, he said, "Listen, if you do that again, if you mute me again, that's it. We're on. It's your last fucking chance at me." And he muted him again instantly.
Whoa.
So Andrew just stopped talking to him.
Did Base have like control over his StreamYard or something at that
He
point?
did, yeah. He was Andrew was on their stream
Oh, okay. Well,
as a guest.
I've been muted several times on other people's streams. So, yeah.
Yeah, but mid sentence to kind of assert dominance. Well, you're on my stream now, so I can sort of, that kind of stuff. It's not nice,
No, it's not. It changes the context of things that you're trying to say.
No.
And,
I could understand if someone was being abusive or over talking, or there was you're just trying to establish order, but this was to kind of mess with him,
Yeah, pretty much.
Preponderance.
Oh, okay, it's reasonable. Okay, well, here, let's get
Yeah,
to.
it's more likely that you're lying than not. Are you
So
aware of what that means?
So you think that I was intentionally giving you falsehoods rather than the fact that I was trying to give you multiple chances?
So
Doesn't that seem reasonable?
When did the truth, quote unquote, turn
Mhm.
into going back on your word into reasonable chances?
Okay, so have you ever been in a fight with a woman, for instance, Based, and said something like, you know what? I'm done talking to you. And then begun talking to her again shortly thereafter. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you were lying to her.
I was lying to myself.
Oh, okay.
that's
So
for
you're a
sure.
fucking liar. So you're a fucking liar, Base. Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
I did lie. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
everyone has
So you're a
lied.
fucking liar. I
Has
guess.
anyone in life not lied?
Well, then I guess
some
so.
point?
So then this debate is that Based Oracle and Andrew Wilson are both liars. Good. That's great.
So,
Base.
so you admit it then? You admit that you're a liar?
No, I didn't admit
No,
that. You
no,
admitted
no,
you're
but
a liar.
You just said.
But I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that we get this right. That you can have your intent with this chick. See, I would be far more charitable because that's the way I am. I'd be far more charitable. What I would say is, if you were in that situation and you said something to the chick, like, I'm done talking to you, and then 2 minutes later you started talking to her again, I would say that your intent there wasn't that you really meant that you weren't going to talk to her, right? That was something which happened, but that wasn't really what the intent was. That's an actual charitable way to view that because I'm a pretty charitable guy, right? Now, I've answered your questions here. Let me
Yes, he seems like a real sweetheart.
ask you mine, if you don't mind. Can you prove, Based, that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? And why did you make the claim if you can't?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that. I'll wait.
Right. So
You know who? It just dawned on me who he kind of looks like.
Oh.
Well, Jason Priestley.
Oh, you think?
Kind of, a little bit.
Oh.
Especially with that beard, you know, from the 90210 days.
He he looks very different without the beard.
Oh, does he? I don't know what he looks like without the
He
beard.
looks like much younger.
Oh, he does. Well, if he's
He's.
drinking and smoking, you know.
Do you know what age he is?
Hey, Tyrone. Hey, P. Fled.
He's actually only 39.
He's a what?
He's 39.
Oh.
Mhm.
Better stop smoking and drinking because he's looking
Mhm.
40 something. I'm just going to say it.
Well, apparently he's doing some sort of charity boxing thing, and he's going to get fit in the next 6 months.
No way.
Apparently,
Is he going to
So-
wear like the headgear so he doesn't get his nose broken?
something
that's-
like that. Yeah, I mean it's a charity. It's a charity event, so it's not going to be like it's a exhibition. You know, celebrity. You know, he's going to some other content creator. You know, and him.
Got it. Is Glenn behind that? Does anybody know?
I couldn't say, but he could be.
The only reason I say that is because they also hosted a wrestling match last year in Nevada and then tried to get everybody to watch it for some like insane price on pay-per-view.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding you. Yeah,
God.
no, I'm not. Huh?
That's strange. Never heard of that for charity. You know,
Well, that wasn't that. I don't think that one was for charity, but I don't really remember it was last year for on pay-per-view.
I mean, I have heard of other content creators having like some sort of boxing match or some sort of fight, you know, thing, you know, but it's usually for charity and it's usually not live streamed, you know.
Kiss to you, Tyrone. Yeah, that's true. Let's continue on.
looking at your
Oops. I didn't do
videos
that.
with the dono chat goals that were
Mhm.
fulfilled,
Yeah.
one can pretty easily add them up.
Good. Let's do
Unless
that.
you'd like to make the argument
No, let's do it.
that the dono chat goals are inaccurate.
Go ahead and do it. Show us that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year like you claimed, Based. I'm waiting for the proof.
So
one
you're
thing,
saying you
sorry,
don't make
based-
hundreds of thousands a year, or
Yeah.
In debate rules, Based has to prove this. What he's
Oh, is that-
saying.
Oh, is that a?
The burden of evidence lies
Yeah.
with him. It's like
Oh.
adversarial 101 defense. He has to, if he makes a claim, he must prove it or he loses.
All right. Well, I think we're in trouble then because we're assassinating character, which, you know,
Mhm.
I understand where he's coming from Based, but, you know, you have to be able to back it up. And if you're just going to say people are just taking money by osmosis, like,
Mhm.
yeah, but how are they doing it? You know, state it.
But it should be.
I'm waiting.
This is the thing. Andrew has these goals, these donation goals. So if he did his homework, he should know the figure.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Got to show the receipts, you know.
For the proof.
you
Based.
haven't. Right. So you don't want to actually say the truth.
Who made
Right.
the
You
claim?
want me to prove
You-
your
you-
innocence.
wait, hang on.
That's
I want
what you
to
want me to
prove-
do?
Wait a second. I just want to make sure I got this right. Did you or did you not say, quote, Andrew provably makes hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube. Did you or did you not say that? Would you like to see the video clip? I'll pull it up real quick if you'd like. Would you like that?
Are you done?
No, I'm asking you. Would you like me to pull a video clip, and can you prove it or not?
Why would you pull it up when I admit to what I say?
Okay,
yes,
great.
I had made that claim.
Cool. Can you prove it?
Yes, I pulled
Okay, then
your
prove it.
various videos
Mhm.
and added them up into the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Good,
Why is
then
this
show us.
rocket science?
Show us.
So you're saying you haven't?
Yeah, show us your proof.
No, Andrew, you're saying you
I
haven't.
don't need to make a claim to your
Right,
claim.
so you're not going to answer. This is just proof of your dishonesty.
There's no
Anyone
proof.
watching can see.
Then show us the proof.
Right. Okay, next point.
No,
Made
no,
the
next
claim
point.
on-
No, next point.
No. Next
I
point.
want, nope.
June
nope,
17th.
We're not moving on until you show the
Yeah,
proof, Base. Or
June
say you don't have it.
17th that I pulled out of the debate that you had
And by the way,
scheduled with me
you know
and
what I'll
Glenn
do?
Lawrence.
I'm going to do this just to be as nice and as charitable as I can, even though you don't understand that the burden of the claim is on you. No, Based. I don't make hundreds of thousands a year on YouTube. No, Based. No, absolutely, unequivocally, I do not make hundreds of thousands a year on YouTube. Now, Based, can you prove I'm lying, Based?
June 17th.
No,
that I had pulled out of the debate.
Based,
Oh my
I know
Based,
you're
God.
trying
let's
to
go
funnel
back,
me
Based.
into your argument, but it's not going to
Based,
happen.
can you just answer the question?
So I didn't even put out all the lies yet. We can get to that one. but
Okay,
not
can we
yet.
just do one point
So
at a
once
time?
again, yeah, we are doing one point at a time.
Yeah,
I'm
great.
making the
So can you
assertions
make the
as we
proof?
talked about.
Can you show
Did
me
I
the
make
proof?
that assertion yet in today's argument? And
I did. I asked you if you can back that claim up. You said yes. You said I did. You said you could prove it. Now fucking prove it.
Sure.
Good.
On June 17th, that I pulled out of the debate that you had scheduled with Glenn Lawrence, lying to your audience.
Okay, so are you gonna prove that I make hundreds of thousands a year? Can we start with that?
No, we can't.
We
So
can't. You're not.
June
So you
17th.
didn't lie. I'm
June
sorry. We can't move
17th.
on. We're gonna have to, I guess, appeal to the moderator. Can't move on.
Right. So you don't
Yeah,
want to
I can't.
answer the
So,
actual
gentlemen,
questions here, right?
gentlemen, we
I
can
can't move on until you answer the question, base.
gentlemen, we can either skip that whole talking point altogether and
No,
move on.
I don't think we
or
can.
we'll
I think
come
that
back.
based Oracle,
That's
who
all
has
I'm
said now multiple
Give me a
times
second, please. Let me
that
get
he
to my
can prove
point.
it.
If we can at least pull up something or provide some type of information to prove the information,
Yes.
or you just need to remove it altogether.
Yeah, can we do that, base? Can you go ahead and prove that for us?
June 17th brought up that I pulled out of the debate with you that was supposed to be moderated by
I
Glenn
don't understand,
Lawrence.
moderator. Why is he moving the topic?
I'm not moving the topic. This is
I
all
don't
going into your
understand.
line.
I've
I have
asked
my
now.
points one
I've
by
asked
one.
now 15 times.
Gentlemen,
Base,
gentlemen, if
you
we are going to go point to point, then we
Yeah.
need to do point to point.
point to point.
So if we're going to do that, then we need to stay on that one topic, and
Yeah.
then when that one is settled, we can move on.
Yeah, great. Can you go ahead and throw us the proof now, base?
Yeah, I'm not going to show the proof of all the money that you've made on YouTube, which you just said here and now that you do not make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. So but you did assert, and you said it's provable that I do. Right, base?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can you prove it then, real quick? We'll wait.
I'm not going to prove the claim right here with all your added up super chats. If I put the number up on the screen, that's not proof. I went and made the math work.
Okay,
I
well,
went
then
back to your
let's do the
streams
math.
and figured it out.
No. Okay, well then let's do that. Let's go through the math. Go ahead.
Okay, go through the math.
Go-
Show us
no,
your
it's
streams
your
where you
claim,
had the
Base.
donut
Base,
goals
it's your
and show
claim,
us where
Base.
that didn't happen.
Base, it's your claim. I don't. You're asking me to
did I
prove
make that
negative.
claim today? Did I make that claim today?
Base, would you like to hear the audio recording if you just saying that
Did,
yesterday?
did I make that claim?
No, I'm
today?
asking you to prove a claim that you have made that I'm a grifter because I make hundreds of thousands of dollars on
Yes,
YouTube.
I'm not going to prove your income on YouTube today, Andrew.
'Cause you
That's not
can't?
part of my speaking.
Hang on. Can you prove that I make hundreds of thousands?
Sure, I'd be happy to
do
do it. I'd be happy to do it. I'll send you an email tomorrow. How does that sound?
No. It sounds
no.
like I
So
need
you don't
that
actually
done.
want the truth. You just
No,
want
bro.
right here and now for us to pull up all your.
That sounds like
I
you didn't do his
understand.
homework.
Hang on, I don't understand this at all. Maybe Sarah, maybe you can help me. Maybe I'm just dim and I don't get it. But my understanding is that if one says I can prove a claim and then says they have the proof of the claim, and then the other person says show the proof of the claim, they're supposed to show the proof of the claim. Am I way off base?
I do agree.
Yeah, I didn't make the claim today about the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I think anyone can go and look for themselves. This is public information for the most part, other than ad revenue.
Okay,
for your
where should I go
videos,
look?
Other than the memberships that you sell, nor is my contention just that you make money. That's not the issue. That's not actually the basis.
Yeah, I know,
of
but
grift.
the thing
you
is,
know that. That's why you're trying to throw a red herring.
my claim is that you're a
and
fucking
avoid
liar.
the
you see.
actual. Oh, okay, sure. So
So
you're
since
going to
my
try to move
claim
the
is
goalposts
that-
of the debate to Base Oracle as
Bro,
a liar.
you've just proven that you're a liar.
Okay.
You have literally said this. You've said this is my claim. I can prove it. It's totally provable. It's public information. You can prove it. Prove it.
Gentlemen, I
So-
prefer to just move on from this talking
I'm
point.
glad,
We're
but
gonna
I
have-
prefer that we get it squared away. And
Let's-
either
Yeah,
hits
no, it
and
is squared
can't
away.
prove it.
I will not be proving that aspect.
I feel like
today.
everything's going to be.
So
held
then
up
you're
by
saying, then
this.
I need, okay, you know what? We can move on. But how about then I get a concession that you cannot prove this claim?
That I will not claim it right here and now. I will not prove that claim that was made on a
No,
different day. I
cannot
will not
prove.
prove it here and now.
Wait, cannot prove that
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
true.
going to derail the whole debate.
So-
which I
so
know
that
that you
you-
would like. I know you would
so-
like to derail the whole
Bakes,
debate.
Bakes,
into
can you help
that.
me out here? I'm just curious then. Why did you make that claim if you can't prove it, Base?
It doesn't need to be proven. Like
It doesn't need to be
like the air that we breathe. Anyone can go
dang.
to your dono goals. Your
Oh,
dono
bad.
Yeah, no public information, Andrew. I know.
Okay, where probably can I go find that information?
YouTube, Andrew. All right, so moving on
Okay.
here.
Okay, hang on.
Answer to
Yeah,
June 17th.
That's really weird. Base,
2024
Base, not
made the
willing to
claim
move
that
on
I
yet.
pulled out of the debate. See,
Yeah,
Andrew doesn't want to answer the question.
I'm still not ready to quite move on this yet. So the thing is that I am totally willing to move on from this point if you just concede that you can't prove it. But if you keep saying you can, then I'm going to need to prove it.
Yeah, it's provable. I will not be proving it today. It's not part of this
So
argument. It's
cannot.
not part of this debate.
So you can't
Going
prove it.
on.
So was this in fact brought up by either Andrew or Base tonight?
It doesn't matter the frame of the
I'm
debate.
asking
Yeah.
both of you the question because I want to make sure that I'm understanding this correctly. Was the claim that you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, was that part of Base Oracle's argument, or was that part of piece from you, Andrew?
Well, so the thing is that this man has slandered me multiple times without any sort of evidence at all. He's never provided a shred ever. And here I am. I'm willing to come on and ask him to provide evidence for this claim. Now, let me show you the claim. Let me show the actual claim.
There's no reason. I've
Yeah,
already said that
I know.
made
I
the
know. There's no
claim.
reason. I'm going to go ahead and show it anyway.
So
And I would
here's
just-
Andrew
I would like
attempting
an
to
answer
derail
to.
the debate as usual.
Yeah, I'd like an answer to. I really would, because I don't understand how you can make these slanderous claims.
So how would that be
completely
slander,
slanderous.
by the way? Saying that somebody makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is accurate. How would that be slander?
Well, it's wait. See how you just said that's accurate? You see how you just said that
okay,
that's
so
accurate?
how much have you made in the last year, if not hundreds of thousands?
That's none of your business. But
it's none of my
your
business.
No, it's none of your
Okay.
business. Why would that be your business?
All right, so why are you so curious then?
Why
For
would
me
that
to do
be-
your accounting for you?
Bro, why would that be your business?
Moving on.
Why would that?
June
well, I mean,
17th
honestly,
made
why
the
would that
claim that,
be-
I pulled out of the debate, Andrew.
Why
Are you going
bro,
to answer to that or not?
Yeah, I am. But before
So you just plain lied. That's your answer?
I just said I'll answer to everything. That's what I just said. But just 1 second, I'm pulling this up because I do want you to answer to it. Hang on. We got plenty of time. We still got hours left, right? We can go through each
this
one of
is
these.
Andrew derailing as
There's no
usual.
derailment. I want an answer to this question.
And I just told you I'm not going to give you an answer. So moving on. Are you
Yeah,
going to
you
answer
don't
my
get-
question, or are
you
you still
don't
trying to
get-
figure out how to answer it?
You don't get to move it on until we get the claim taken care of. Okay?
Well, the claim was not made today, Andrew.
So you would say you retract it. I retract the claim. Move on.
Exactly.
Yeah, retract it based next time.
Or you could just
Very
simply
much.
say that I'm sorry, I believe that to be true, but I just don't have the evidence here at the moment,
Yeah.
or I didn't, you got me. I should have came prepared,
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can
believe
move it on that way, but this
you,
is a
but I can't
battle of
prove it.
wills we're
No, I
watching.
retract the statement.
There's a battle
You're
of
making a
wills
claim
going
about
on
mine.
here.
Yes. Well, battle of testosterone. Yes.
Yeah,
Who's got the highest one, right? No.
yeah, but
So here's the
Andrew
thing,
has the
right?
higher
So are
ground
you going
here.
to answer the
You
question?
know-
Hang on. Let me pull the clip up, and then we'll get to it. We'll get this clip pulled
So
up.
pulling the clip up is going to do what when I just said, yes, I have made that statement.
Okay, Sarah, can
and
you pull
yes,
that?
it is accurate.
Sarah, can
Welcome in, Trippy.
you pull that up for me? Okay, great. Here we go. Can you guys hear this? Okay.
I don't know why this is being pulled up or what this has to do with anything other than Andrew derailing.
I don't know why you're interrupting the clip. Can you just listen to the clip, please, so that we can get this established and then moved on? Okay, so here we go. Don't interrupt it, please.
Andrew, I don't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it? Okay, hang on.
No.
Hang on. I'll reshare it. Reshare it with the audio. I
Just in
didn't
case
click,
anyone was worried that we
I
wouldn't
didn't
have a
click.
good faith debate, Andrew has answered you. We will not.
I didn't clip the share audio tab. Go ahead, and we'll do it again. You should be able to hear it now.
I got nothing.
You still can't hear it? Really?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Play it again.
Okay, here we go.
No, that didn't work either. I thought maybe it was my music. I don't hear it. I'm sorry. Do you want to send me the link? Do you have it clipped or
Okay,
something?
well, my audience heard it fine. But there you go. It said literally, provably. He says these words. He's literally, provably making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Prove it. Since it's literal, you can prove it. Fucking prove it.
Yeah, not the debate, not the basis of this debate, Andrew. If you'd like to have a debate on that, I'd be happy to entertain it.
Yeah, I don't understand though. So you made this.
So are you going to
accusation.
answer my question after all this obfuscation? And I know you're so charitable, Andrew. Are you going to actually answer my fucking question?
I don't
You
know
thought about it long
why
enough
it
yet
is.
that you can actually answer it?
Why should I entertain with you anything when you
Oh,
make
here we
these
go.
wild
Here we go.
accusations but refuse to provide proof for them?
So why did you take on the debate today when that accusation wasn't even made today?
What
Why
accusation?
take on the
was it?
debate?
Wait,
Why take on the
wait.
debate at all?
That you said Andrew Wilson is a liar and a grifter, right?
Yeah, and here
Yeah,
I am
my
proving it, and
counter-
you're
my-
interrupting.
My counter to that is that no, Based Oracle is a fucking liar, and he can't prove any of his allegations,
Oh.
including this one he just made yesterday. And as you can see, the entire audience can see, you actually still haven't proven any of those claims. You make
Okay, so right now all we've got is two people calling each other liars, and one says you can't make any real claims other than just saying that I am one without any proof. Oh God, this is a shit show.
Yeah.
It's a shit show. Shall we continue?
We should, yeah.
It's a shouting match at each other.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
that was my fault.
I
That was
would-
my fault. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to. I was just trying to move the.
What'd you want to say? What?
And his opening is based on him being a liar, okay, and he's manipulating his audience. So the burden of proof in the debate is on him. He has to prove it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Andrew was just saying that he, in the counter that you're a liar too. You're lying about me now.
Mhm.
And if you can't prove it, then you are a liar. So Andrew's sort of displaying that he is lying. I mean, I'm
Right.
sure.
It's kind of like just the proverbial tossing sand in the air at people,
Yeah, see what sticks.
hmm
So sorry, Andrew. Hold on. Come back. Come back. I was just trying to.
Rage
remove-
quit.
Awesome.
You've seen it here
No,
tonight.
No, stop that. No, I'm so sorry, Andrew.
What a
Please come
rage
back.
quitter.
I was trying to remove the screen that he had sharing. I am so sorry, Andrew. I was removing the spare screen and that was my fault. Please forgive me. Continue, Andrew. It's just to you.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I'm fine moving on. I just wanted to let everybody know that you couldn't prove that claim, that you lied through your fucking teeth.
Sure, because
Yeah.
I didn't bring an itemized super chat / revenue list today.
Yeah, should prove it.
Here, which isn't part of my speaking points.
Yeah,
that
prove it.
now I'm a liar. Good point.
Yeah, you are lying. I mean,
Right,
you said
so
that
moving
yesterday.
moving on. June 17th, claiming that I pulled out of the debate with you, hosted by Glenn Lawrence. Another
Okay.
lie.
No, that wasn't a lie.
Okay, explain. How was that not a lie?
So it's literally impossible for me to do a debate with you when I ask you for information, you refuse to give me any.
Well, actually, I gave you all the information. I even put up all the screenshots after you put up some of the screenshots.
Okay, go ahead
And
and
the
tell me what
last
the
one,
info was.
including that you blocked me.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no reason for me not to block you. You came in bad faith. You had already agreed that Glenn Lawrence was going to moderate. You were going to pay for that. I have the clip for that too. Would you like me to? Now, would that clip be relevant based
Of what?
of you agreeing that Glenn Lawrence, you were going to pay for Glenn Lawrence to come out for the debate, and then later you said no, he's not going to come out moderate the debate. You already broke the terms of the debate. Is that okay for me to show
You
that
know,
clip?
Andrew, ironically, you set the terms, 10 or 15 times? You
Mhm.
repeated them over and over, and not one of them was me agreeing to pay for Glenn
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Okay. Well, I got.
In
the clip.
fact, you had made the claim that he was going to stay with you and go hunting with you.
Yep.
And somebody was going to get Dick Cheneyed or whatever. I'm not too privy to all that, but the point is that never came up in all of the times that you went after to put
Is
down
that
the
a
terms.
reference
Well,
to the
I
hunting
got
thing?
the clip right here,
Yeah.
and here's the clip. Are you ready?
Someone got shot.
Okay,
by
now
us?
I don't know if you can hear this, because apparently if I share something on this stream, I don't know why, but it's not going to get played. But I'll try again. I'm going to try to share the clip one more time so that everybody can hear it. Okay, and this is you agreeing to these exact terms, and that you were going to pay for Glenn Lawrence cost, and then
so you're
hang on, I'm
saying
going to
that
show it.
because I didn't agree to pay for Glenn Lawrence, that was me.
Yeah, you
not-
broke the contract.
Not okay. That was me breaking the contract.
Yeah, you broke
So
the
let me
contract.
ask you a question. Where during our Discord exchange where you blocked me, did you bring that up? Where?
Well, I asked you for additional details, again, in good
Yeah.
faith. And
Yeah.
the reason I requested those additional details is because you had fired the moderator. So I wanted to know where we went from there. So I said, listen.
Fired the moderator.
So I said, listen. Yeah, you did.
No, no,
You told you
when did I
did.
file? When did I fire the moderator?
You said you refused to pay his cost after you had agreed to do so.
So let's say that you're correct. That I said I refused to pay his costs.
The verbal contract.
Well,
Well,
we don't even have to. Well, we don't even have to say. I'll just show it.
What are his costs? By the
Well, I'll
way,
just show it. Sarah, can you pull it
So
up?
you're going to keep just putting up pointless, useless
What do you
anecdotes?
mean? I'm going to show you the proof. Do you want to see the proof or don't you?
This is not proof.
It's not. How do you know? You haven't even seen it.
Well, I was there, dickhead.
So, well, I mean, obviously you misremember.
Oh God! Now we're doing name calling, huh?
Yeah, talk about ad hominem.
Dear mercy.
He's very emotionally
Some
invested in
things here.
this,
So,
isn't he?
do you want to hear it? Here we go. See, make sure you can hear it.
I still have nothing, Andrew. Is it muted on another end on your side? Like, is
No,
there
it's
icon?
definitely not muted on my side. Everybody over here can hear it just fine. There's some type of toggle you must have on. But hang on,
Give her the clip, Wilson.
I'll try it again. I'll try to share this again and see if we can't figure out whatever this audio issue is that you're having. 1 second. Here we go. Let's just make sure.
I mean, I know we've shared screen before over here.
Hang on.
I wonder if it's just the.
Hang on 1 second. So here's how I think we have to do this. I think I have to share the entire screen. So when I
Okay.
tell you to, I'll switch over to the correct stream. You can pull it up. Okay.
Sure.
So there's the screen share. Now hang
Uh-huh.
on.
I'll wait.
Okay. Now you should be able to pull it up. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Now you should be able to hear this fine.
And according to what I understand, you also need to cover Glenn Lawrence's travel costs, right?
No, I'm definitely not covering Glenn Lawrence's anything. In fact, I did not stipulate that Glenn Lawrence need be there. Andrew did. So
What?
as far as I'm concerned, he can pay for anything with Glenn.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand that, but did you agree to paying for Glenn Lawrence's travel costs?
And what was the travel cost on? Do you know, Shane?
No, I have no idea.
I wonder why he was saying that he would cover that. And when
You see,
off of-
Glenn is in Nevada, so it would be, if they were talking about going to where Andrew lives, I suppose it would be the cost of Nevada. And then he was saying that you could, the plane flight, and he said he could stay with Andrew. So I imagine that would have been free.
I don't know. I think he's still in. I think he went back to California personally. Be back
But
in
California, I mean, how much? I'm not sure how much a flight, but it just costs, I imagine.
probably like $100 to fly.
Hmm.
I used to fly all the time, not doing that.
That's not too bad, you know.
Yeah. You can get there in like an hour and a half.
Give me $1,000. I'll do the debate live from my own studio.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's a verbal
Well,
agreement.
I know that you think that proves something, Andrew, but
Yeah, can you stop
ironically,
share screen real
10
quick, Sarah?
times after this, you stated all of the terms. Not once was that included. The very beginning of you hopping on stream and spurting did include you throwing that in. Oh, you pay for all costs, which have never been presented to me what all costs are. Obviously, I'd be paying for my own costs to get there.
Yeah, I don't know. When I tried to get additional details, you wouldn't give me any.
I gave you plenty of additional.
What did you? Okay, why don't you read off what your additional details were? When I
Read
came,
them
by the
off.
way, in good faith, I even said please. I even said please.
Well, no. You're so good with the videos and adding things. Why don't you add our conversation? And
It's your claim.
what is my claim?
Your claim is that your claim is that I backed out of this debate. Prove it.
you did.
Then prove it.
So we'll get up the final screenshot, or you want all the screenshots, or you just want me to read it to you?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. All right. So you asked, do you have details on the upcoming debate so I can plan accordingly? I said, yes, I do.
And then you said what?
And then
Continue.
I said, can I get a please and thank you?
And then continue from there.
Yeah, I know how to read. Well, I can't.
Can I get a
participate in
please
the
and
debate
thank
if you
you?
don't give any details, day, time, where, then I'll happily thank you.
So now, hang on. Let's stop there for a second. So, because this is a point of contention, I agree. Does it sound reasonable for a guy who you say you want to debate to reach out to you and ask you for additional details of the debate, which I did, said please when you asked, okay, and then said, can you please give me the additional details? Because if I don't have this requisite information, I cannot, it's impossible for me to do this debate. And you responded with,
That I arrive in Michigan on the 28th at 10:45 a.m. That was
and
the first one.
continue. You said all this at once.
Upon my arrival, I require a box of chocolates, organic preferably, as well as a welcome gift.
Oh my God!
Is that
Continue.
Is that an Andrew
Continue.
Tate reference?
I also require a tuna BLT on
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hang on, he's asking for a BLT and a box of chocolates waiting for him. That's not serious.
I don't think it is serious. Maybe he wants an
No,
ass.
like that's a fuck. Pardon my
Yeah,
French, but that's
Maybe he
a,
wants an ass grab
F-off.
later too. I don't know.
That's like trying to get him to say no. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
Sourdough, no excessive mayo. Around 1:30 p.m., our debate will commence. Once I win, around 2:15 mark, we'll celebrate my victory. But
Once I win,
no need for pinata unless you're feeling the need to let out some aggression safely. After that, we'll go on the hunting trip you had mentioned earlier.
Now, does that
I'll
sound?
hold the ammo.
Yeah. Now,
and,
Base, does that sound like
lastly,
it's
I'll take
good
the
faith?
guest bedroom, and Glenn can take the couch.
Now, which one of us do you think sounded good?
oh,
faith
sorry,
in that
sorry, yeah.
statement? Which one do
I'll
you think
take
sounded
the
good
guest
faith?
bedroom, and you're.
Did you,
Oh my
did you have an
God.
issue with anything that I mentioned?
Well, yeah, Based, I literally told you my issue before you even sent the response. I said, listen, if you don't give me the requisite information, like saying in Michigan doesn't mean anything. That's like saying in the ocean. Okay. Great. Well, where's your boat going to be? In the ocean?
I don't know. Where's your house at?
Okay.
How would I know?
Bro, you didn't even ask. The details that I asked you and
So
requested.
you asked me to ask you? That was
No,
your
bro,
bonus?
I just asked you for basic requisite information.
Okay, so I should have asked you to ask me. Like that's
If
what's
there was
going on?
if there was some points of clarification you needed, when I reach out to somebody, here's how normal people do things, right? Like any regular good faith person. I know you wouldn't know this, even though I've set up
No, you're
hundreds.
the expert.
Yeah, I
clearly.
do. I set up hundreds of debates,
Oh,
hundreds.
mercy.
And they all seem to go off without a hitch, except the one that happened in person with you, because when I reached out to get requisite information that was required, you decided to troll. You're like, nope, fuck you, not going to give you any information.
Well, I was
Absolutely
speaking to you in your
refuse.
language, Andrew.
Trolling is my language.
Yeah, that's
What have I
your
trolled?
ultimate
What have
language.
I'm sorry. What have I trolled about? I got clear terms for the debate from you that you
Well,
demanded.
hold on. You asked me a
Dude, I feel like it's two adolescents arguing right now.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's like two kids going at it, making no fucking sense and
Hey.
no real hedgeway either. It's getting on my nerves.
The thing, no, I think Based really likes Andrew or admires him and
Sure.
hates him now, or did once, and that's where
Yeah.
this, and now hates him. It's a fanatic, a fan that that love turned to hate,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, I
or like a big brother, little brother thing,
Yeah, I noticed a few months ago that they were all hanging out all the time. So
Hmm.
now something obviously went awry in that bro shit
Hmm.
going on.
Trouble in paradise.
Yes, very much so.
question. What did you troll about?
Yeah, what am I
don't
trolling
know.
about?
One could say you were trolling when you said to Glenn that he will be a neutral, fair moderator and he will stay in your house and eat your sandwiches and go hunting with you. One could have
Bro.
said that's a troll, or
Bro.
that was bad faith. Which
Bro,
one was it,
You're
Andrew?
fucking.
Which one?
You're fucking the
Which one?
moderator, bro. You're fucking the moderator, and you're worried about me being bad faith in my moderator selection.
So now this debate is about my penis.
No, the debate is just
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Someone just spilled the tea.
They're seeing each other. Did I just catch that? Did anybody catch that?
Yeah.
How come Andrew knew this and I don't know this? Sarah, you didn't tell me. It's okay. All right.
Let's move swiftly on.
Huh?
Moving swiftly on.
Moving swiftly on.
to say that if you're concerned about Glenn being biased, how in the world can you do that when you agreed to that moderator and you're fucking this moderator and I agreed, and you don't think that's bias?
I'm not going to answer that wild claim, but I will say, Andrew, that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you asked me to point out your trolling, and here I go pointing out your trolling.
It's not trolling.
And the only thing you can come back
You
with
agreed
is,
to his
what are you
being the
doing
mod.
with your dick?
Bro,
Okay.
you agreed that he would be the mod.
Yes,
that
I did
can't,
agree.
Then,
I did agree.
then how's it bad faith?
You asked me where the trolling comes in.
Yeah, how's that trolling if you
Well,
agree?
Well, okay, then maybe it's bad faith. Maybe you're
How is it bad faith if you agree?
telling somebody that you're going to go hunting with them the day after the debate. I don't
Yeah,
know.
why is that a problem?
That's kind of strange.
Okay,
No,
see this,
no, no,
see
no,
this
no.
moderator?
Good point, Andrew. Have you ever asked any of your other moderators to go hunting with you or stay
Yeah.
at your house?
Yeah, in fact, Pedro
Oh, that's
would be one.
regular.
Zen
Okay.
Shapiro comes over often, all the time, in fact. He's been to my house, I think, at least 4 times. We've been out shooting multiple times. Fuck, Chase Haggard, he's done moderation. Same thing. He's welcome to come over anytime that they want. Why is that a problem, Based?
No problem. All right, so clearly it
So
wasn't
wait, I
troll when
thought it
you
was
said that,
trolling
right?
5 seconds ago. Why is that a problem?
Well, I said it was either trolling or bad faith.
How's it bad faith?
Well, the idea of, it's fine, Andrew. I'll
No,
give
no,
you
it's
I agree with Uncle Gun. Zero proof, all rumors. We don't really know that him and the moderator are doing anything until she confirms it. So I'll leave it there.
It's not fine. I want an answer to the question. How is
that's
it
fine.
bad faith?
No. You know what? I'm sure
Let's move
everyone
it on.
thinks
Let's
that
move it
it's
on. Yeah,
perfectly good faith when you set those things up.
You
so you're
said
saying
it's
that
bad
my answer to you was not okay because I didn't answer the specific place in Michigan that we would have this debate at.
Well, no,
right?
you just didn't give me anything. You just said I'm going to land in Michigan. That doesn't tell me anything. What does that mean?
So
That
then
means
wouldn't a normal, reasonable person respond back with, well, where in particular, what city?
a normal,
cetera?
reasonable person would never in a million years respond with, I want a fucking tuna sandwich, a box of chocolates, and balloons. That's not what a reasonable person responds to.
I never, well.
Yeah, that is what you said. And the thing is that, no, that was bad faith, trolling. And so it was beyond obvious.
That's something that Tom Cruise would demand in his contract on the set. Part of his buffet lineup, just so you know.
Wasn't there some other celebrity that only wanted
trailer,
like
you know, and
yellow M&Ms or something? Wasn't that a thing? Only yellow M&Ms.
Yeah, like a couple band members from back in the day were like, pick out all the blue M&Ms or some crap, some weird crap like that. I can't remember who it was.
There was somebody as well with Diet Coke, wasn't there? Someone he had to have his Diet Cokes or there would be war. You know?
Yeah, over the years I've heard so much. Yeah, they've all got their picadillos. Yeah.
At that point, that you were not coming out on the 18th. It was beyond obvious that you were not going to pay for Glenn Lawrence. You said multiple times that you were not going to pay, even though you had agreed to do it. So as far as I was concerned, you threw the debate.
So you're just going to lie?
That's not a lie. That's factually what happened.
It is a lie because
Then
you
prove
cut
it.
off communication. And it had
Bro,
nothing to do with Glenn Lawrence.
there's nothing. There's no more communication to be had. There's no more communication to be had. If you don't give me basic details about a debate, I can't show up to it.
Right.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
right.
block me, I can't show up to it, can I?
You could have given me the details long before I blocked you.
And you could have not blocked me to allow
I don't
me to
need
give
why.
you the details.
Wait. Just the details. You just didn't give them to me. Why would I just assume that was
I gave
good
you
faith?
some, right? I gave you an idea of when I
No,
would be
you didn't.
landing.
You just trolled.
Gave you an idea of what time we would be
all
debating.
all you did was troll. That's it.
That's your story and you're sticking.
No, that's
to it.
what you did. You trolled, and so I was like, okay, if you're just going to troll, you throw the debate. Fuck off. I don't have time for it, Base. I don't have time.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But
Andrew,
you had time to
Andrew
be up
accepting
till
a
5, 6
debate
a.m.
for Base is doing Base a favor.
Yeah, it brings in the views for sure.
You know, he's much big. Andrew is getting, you know, I don't know how many offers or requests he gets, but like doing him, you know, and he has on much bigger platforms. So he's got like, you know, whatever. He's got millions of people watching, you know?
Correct.
Arguing with idiots, as you put it.
Well, just so you understand, I worked third shift almost my entire life. Now, I don't know if you know this. What do you think third shift entails? What do you think the time frame for third shift is? Would that be day or night?
Morning?
Nighttime. Right, exactly. So for me, staying up to 6 o'clock in the morning is like, you know, what I've done for basically 20 fucking years, Base.
While drinking? You do that at work?
No, but when I'm not working, sometimes I'll drink. Yeah.
To the point that you're slurring your words? If
What does that have to
arguing with idiots, as you put it? Well, no. You wanted to.
Why is
draw
this problematic?
You wanted to draw this parallel.
Yeah. Why is
to
it
working.
problematic for me to have a good time on stream? Why is that a problem for you?
That's a good time. Chain smoking and drinking.
Yeah, it's a great time.
That's a good time.
Yeah, it's a great time. What's the problem?
Right. And family is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Great time.
Yeah, you remember how you said that my wife had veneers? And then you said he's supposedly a family man. Why did you say my wife had veneers?
That's what she put on her Twitter that I recall. No.
Oh, no. Why don't you pull it up, Base? Because you just told another lie.
Why don't you pull it
and
up?
you also said, well, I have the clip. Do you want to hear the clip?
Oh, mercy.
The clip of me saying it, which I've already said that.
Yeah, and you also said that there was
You
also said that there was no medical reason for her to have gotten that done. No discernible medical reason, right, Base?
Okay, was there?
No, prove it. I want you to prove that there was no discernible.
Well,
yeah.
I was looking at what she said about
So
it.
you have no proof?
So she was lying?
Lying about what?
I was saying what she said. No,
What did she say? Do you even remember?
no I don't remember.
You don't remember what she said?
That she had gotten new teeth and recommended this dentist. Okay.
And do you know who paid for them?
No, I guess it came from a Sky Ferry.
Yeah, do you know who? Well, it could have come from, I don't know, somebody doing a pro bono too, right?
Oh, sure. Could have.
Well, it could come from any number of different arenas, right, Base?
Could have, yeah.
Yeah, then why did you say that I paid for them, Base? Why'd you say that?
So you didn't pay for them.
Why did you say that, Base?
So you didn't pay for
Why
them.
are you answering the question with a question? Answer the question.
Is this reasonable?
Why is it reasonable?
Why not? You're the
It's
husband
totally,
and the
it's
provider.
bro,
as you
it's
put
totally
it, no?
unreasonable. But let's assume for a second that we just went with your line of logic, which is totally unreasonable. How would me paying for my wife to have caps put on her teeth? How would that make me not a family man?
I don't know that anyone said it wouldn't.
Well, here's the clip. Inside this clip, what you specifically said is he claims to reject materialism, be some kind of family man.
Well, isn't that
but
what
then
you've
his
done?
wife bought veneers. Then he got his.
Isn't that what
Then
you've
he got
done?
his. Hang on. Then he got his wife veneers. He got her veneers. Why in the world, even if that was true,
That's
Would
not
that mean
materialism.
that I wasn't interested in my family's well-being base? That makes no
Okay,
sense.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay,
Oh my God.
That's not materialism.
No, it's not. Not at all.
I
Like,
mean, and there could
like,
have been some
yeah,
health
like-
insurance thing, you know. Your
I know
insurance.
it could have been. I mean, you still have the copay, but I just broke a tooth like 3 days ago, almost 4 days ago, and I just went yesterday and had them put on. Well, he said cap. They don't call them caps anymore. They call them crowns now, but it's
Hmm.
a cap. So I have one. Does that mean I'm not supposed to do that? What if she had a
That
bunch?
doesn't make you materialist.
I know.
Opposite
What
of
if she had a bunch of gum issues or
And
other stuff?
if memory
Didn't know.
serves, a few months ago she had some health problems. She's she could have had another reason for getting it done. You know.
I know this is based. I'm sorry. Try not to bring up people's expenditures on things. It's not like a tit job, you know.
No, it's not. And
It's not like
really,
doing
if
a
you're
BBL or something.
going
like,
after someone's
even
family,
then,
it's just a bad
it's their
move.
money, it's their body, it's their discretion. What they choose to do with it doesn't necessarily still make you materialistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you pick a fight with if you're using another man's wife, I mean, you're crossing the line. You know, that's
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
or a woman's kids or a man's kids. It's just you're crossing a line you're not supposed to do, especially on
It's just-
YouTube.
it's just unfounded, retarded bullshit because what they do with their family and their money and their time is none of your business.
Really, it isn't. I mean,
Honestly.
no- I'm
Sorry,
sorry, but
I'm going to have to agree with that part. But I
But I
understand.
mean, I'm sorry. If you're the goal of a YouTube channel, right? Unless it's some sort of strange hobby where it is to make money.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? There's no
absolutely.
harm in that. It's a small business. That's what That's what everyone wants. It's not a crime to do well.
No, it's not. And that's in the end, that's pretty much the goal, and pick up brands if at all possible. So sponsors.
Exactly. And I mean, and if he gets donations and things, and he spends it on equipment to improve his channel, or he happens to take his kids somewhere on vacation, that's none of our business.
Correct.
I'm going to answer now.
Okay.
So, chain smoking, drinking to inebriation on a regular basis, staying up to 4 a.m. to argue with idiots, right? Apparently, and doing things that seem to focus on materialism goes against what you have said, right? In exchange with Wes Watson.
Okay, prove it.
Prove that you poisoning yourself is not adding to your family.
Yeah, what does that mean, poisoning myself?
2 packs of cigarettes a day, something like that. That would seem
Okay,
like poisoning.
so are you saying that people don't smoke their entire lives and have no health ramifications from it at all?
Am I saying that people smoke their whole lives and don't have health ramifications? No,
Are you
I'm
saying
not
that?
saying that.
Are you saying that that's not true? That people can't smoke their entire lives, have no health ramifications at all?
So you're asking
Answer
if
my
the
question, please.
exception to the rule, in case there's some people who have done what you're describing.
Yeah.
But the exception
Nah,
to
it's
the
not
rule
an
makes the
acceptance.
rule, Andrew?
50-50.
I didn't say that. I asked you a question.
Mhm.
Can you answer it?
Is there anyone who has smoked their whole life without health ramifications?
Yeah.
No, there is not.
Okay, good. Prove it.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that drinking cyanide is bad, Andrew.
Well, I don't understand. I can. Would you like me to prove that drinking cyanide is bad?
Sure.
Okay. So it looks like cyanide at X dose is a lethal poison which will kill you. This is from WebMD. Looks like about 0.2 milligrams will do you in.
Hmm.
Do you agree, or do you think that WebMD maybe is full of shit?
No, that sounds right.
Yeah,
But
that does
does
sound
that
right.
prove that nobody has not died of
That's your claim.
cyanide?
I don't know.
Does
That's your
that prove
claim.
that? Well, no. That was actually what you asked me.
I didn't make any
Nobody
claim about
smoked
cyanide.
cigarettes their whole life
Mhm.
and not had health ramifications.
Yeah, so let's just back up. You claimed nobody has. That's a hell of a claim. Can you
Yeah.
back it up?
Yeah, sure.
Then do it.
Because cigarettes
Mhm.
and all of the chemicals inside of them,
Mhm.
if they don't subtract from the longevity of your life, that would be the quantity, then they most certainly affect the quality of one's life
For everybody?
for everyone, Andrew.
Then prove
including
it.
Animals.
Then prove it.
Okay. So I'll go to WebMD and then we can do this the same, right?
Yeah.
Because we're taking it to WebMD.
hmm
Oh my god.
God. And this is on faster
Okay, according
speed.
to WebMD, smoking is the leading preventable cause of death in the United States, killing over 480,000 people each year.
Okay.
Smoking can cause many problems, including heart disease, lung
Can
disease,
cause.
cancer, risk of stroke, conditions that lead to blindness, type 2 diabetes, miscarriage, and premature delivery.
For everybody who ever smoked?
Yeah.
So what if you smoke pipe? Is that the same thing?
Smoke pipe
Yeah, smoke a pipe.
of what?
I don't know,
Crack?
tobacco. Yeah, tobacco.
Okay, tobacco.
Mhm.
Is it natural tobacco or is it cigarette tobacco? With
Cigarette.
well,
I don't know.
well, it's a
cigarette
big
tobacco.
difference, Andrew, right? With
Yeah, let's
hundreds
just
of
say
chemicals.
cigarette. Let's just say cigarette tobacco.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what would the distinction be?
Well, I'm just curious. I'm just asking you. Like, there's nobody who's ever smoked their whole life with no negative health ramifications. I just want to make sure that we're clear on that, and that you're
The
going to prove
biggest
that.
killer is the paper and cigarettes, the carcinogen.
Yeah, cigarettes.
Yeah.
I know this is very complicated. I know it's probably blowing your mind, but cigarettes does in fact cause health problems
Mhm.
for people who use them regularly.
It also increases gut motility.
Really?
Also increases
That's
gut motility.
interesting. So
and
does
increases
that
mental
benefit?
sharpness.
Does that purported benefit outweigh the detrimental effect of smoking
Well, it
cigarettes?
did for me. I quit, and my doctor told me I needed to start again or I'd die.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your doctor's an idiot. What else does that prove?
You think he's an idiot? That I would have
Yeah,
expired?
I'm pretty sure a doctor who tells you to smoke cigarettes is an idiot.
Okay, well, let's see if he's an idiot or not. I had a communicable disease that I picked up at a meatpacking plant that has a 40% lethality rate, 40 fucking percent. It attacks the digestive system. Okay, it was a huge problem for me about 2.5 years ago. I talked about it a bit, right? It was not fun. Well, about 3.5 years ago. I'm sorry. It was not fun for me. It sucked real bad. Okay, and I had quit smoking. But the thing is that my gut motility had slowed down so much that this could have in fact been lethal for me. My doctor literally told me, do not quit smoking. If your gut motility slows down too much, you can always quit later, right? But this disease could kill you.
So, question for you: when you
Mhm.
said
He needed to replace all the good gut bacteria because his
Yeah, that
microbiome.
makes sense to me.
Huh?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, his microbiome was basically dead in there, so that's what he
Mm.
needed to replace. You don't necessarily need to do that to help with that issue, but I'm not his doctor.
No,
so
but I have heard that cases of like elderly people that drink a lot of alcohol and smoke,
Mhm.
and the doctor will say not to stop because it will be such a shock to their system.
Yes, yeah, you gotta taper.
Mm.
you should smoke, what is it about smoking that apparently is good for you?
It increased my gut motility.
No. I understand that point. I'm asking chemically. Is it the nicotine? Is it the tobacco itself? Is it inhaling tar? What part of smoking cigarettes is actually good for you?
Well, often the nicotine and some of the additives which are put in are good for you. Yeah,
Like arsenic, rat poison, or
some of those are bad for you, but they have various effects on different people.
Okay. Well, if
Mhm.
nicotine is the primary, I'm not sure if it is the primary, but if it is, then why not get all of the good stuff and none of the bad
We
stuff
tried
to
it.
make?
Yeah, we tried it. It was funny. I tried chew. I tried everything over the counter I could. I tried nicotine patches. I tried Nicorette gum, and my gut motility wasn't moving anywhere. Interestingly enough, I went and smoked a pack of cigarettes, and yeah, it started to enable gut motility. It was a real bad time. It wasn't fun.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say anything bad about that. I'm glad that
Well, are you
that's
sure,
working
Base? Because
for you.
before I was killing myself, right?
Well, I don't completely agree with you, but you're making that claim, and I'll accept it. At
Well,
face
that is
value.
the
I'm not
claim
going to
because that's
interview
what
your
happened.
doctor. I'm not going to interview your doctor.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
I'm
what
not
happened.
so
Dave.
sure that he said to smoke 2 packs of Marlboros or whatever.
He
the
said
fuck each
what
day.
he said is that it's far better for you to smoke as much as is necessary to get your gut motility. If you quit smoking, you're going to die.
And
yeah.
there's no other ways to affect your gut motility.
We tried
such as
everything.
Probiotics. You tried all
The
that.
probiotics we tried, and tried them to very little results. Same thing when I was taking raw foods. We were trying everything we could possibly try. It was a miserable condition. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I wouldn't even wish it on an idiot like you.
That's right, because I'm not your worst enemy. I'm
Oh, you're
probably
just an
closer to
idiot.
your friend.
You're my
That
friend.
said, with that, I'm just saying I'm probably closer too. At least somebody being honest with you. I'm not so sure about your doctor, but based on that claim, it sounds like you're missing the biggest groups. Cigarette commercials, Andrew. Think about it.
Okay, so anyway, your next claim that I'm a liar and a grifter, unless you're going to claim that I lied about that too.
Not a bad idea. That he could do a pitch for some cigarette company. That's not a bad idea, actually. Think about it, Andrew.
The Marlboro Man, the new Marlboro Man.
You want to make the
Yeah.
claim that I lied
You know,
about what
I'm
I
going
just
to leave
said?
your health, out of respect, I'll leave your health condition and apparently what your doctor told you
Mhm.
alone. But if you want to dig deeper into it, did the doctor say, yeah, you need a pint of whiskey each night too?
No, but I don't drink a pint of whiskey each night.
Okay.
In fact, I don't drink whiskey at all.
Do you know that whiskey
I don't think I've drank it.
translates in Irish as water of life?
No, I did not know that. Thank you for educating us, Yanks over here.
Obviously, that was
This
a
entire year.
placeholder.
Well, how often do you think I drink beer per week?
I don't know, but it seems that each time I've run into you
Mhm.
on the panels, you've been intoxicated.
Am I drinking right now?
Doesn't seem like it.
Am I intoxicated right now?
Doesn't seem like it.
No, well, that's interesting.
You're
How
welcome,
often?
by the way.
By the way, how often do you run into me on panels?
Probably a couple times a week I see you on a
Yeah,
panel
so
late
sometimes
night
you'll
or
see me.
I'm there.
Sometimes, yeah, you'll see me over talking with Grid One or talking to some of these guys when they invite me on their panels. So,
Sure,
so
sure.
here's what actually happens. See,
Okay, go on.
and this is you fuck everything up because you don't know what you're talking about.
Mm.
What happens is I get requests every single day from dozens and dozens of different channels who request me to go on their channel all the time. Grid One happens to be one who sends me a link almost every evening. Same thing goes over to Speakeasy. He sends me a link almost every single evening. Okay. So what happens is sometimes I'll get these links. It'll be 2:30 in the morning when I'm relaxing in my home. And when I'm relaxing in my home, I'm not planning on working, not planning on streaming. So I have a couple of drinks. Okay. These guys drop a link and say, hey, you want to pop on and hang out for a little while? I say, sure. Now I'm relaxing and I'm doing them a favor. Why is it bad for me to be relaxing in my home, having a couple of drinks in my off time, and then help a guy out on their stream? Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, well, as far as I do
If I may
appreciate
for just a moment, gentlemen, I just want to kind of bring us back around just for a quick moment and then base back to you. So we have kind of drifted the topics a little bit across the board. That's fine with me. I'm going to allow you guys to do whatever you need to do, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention that you are kind of off track a little bit and kind of going in different directions. But as long as you both are still okay with going in that direction and talking the talk, I'm going to sit back and shut up. Thank you.
Yeah, so with that said, I
Okay.
didn't say that was the only time I've seen you drinking, right? I'm not saying make the argument that drinking anything is bad. I'm not making the argument that I never drink.
Well,
I am, however, making
how often
the
am I allowed
argument.
to?
You're interrupting me now, Andrew.
I just
am
want to know
making
how
the
often I'm allowed
argument.
to.
Are you done? I'm making the argument that your excessive drinking, as I've seen it, not just in the panelverse, but as well as on your own extravaganzas, that sort of thing, drinking at noon, whatever.
When's the last
and
time I
to
did an
the-
extravaganza?
To the point of intoxication.
Great. When's the
Where
last
you're
time
slurring your words and clearly a little bit lost.
How often do you get intoxicated?
I mean, I would say never that I get intoxicated.
Ever?
Having a few drinks, I'd say a couple times a month.
Yeah. How often do you have a few drinks and maybe you slur a little bit?
Slur? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I do.
You just one drink away?
I don't believe that.
You never do it? You have perfect moderation every single time?
No, I don't think anyone is perfect, Andrew.
Okay,
That's
great.
not the
So-
argument. The
So the
argument is
thing
not
is,
perfection.
how much am I allowed to drink per month?
Well, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but I
Andrew.
mean, when you say that this is excessive, your word is excessive. What does that mean? What does excessive mean? I haven't done a trash talk extravaganza in like 35 or 40 days. Okay, that's one. Two, when I'm on these panels, most of the time I nurse the same beer for 8 fucking hours. Like, what are you even talking about, man?
Ew.
Sure.
Show the
Look,
proof.
here's the thing. You know,
Show the
and I
proof.
Ew. Warm room temperature beer. That's disgusting. Just saying.
In fairness, I think I've seen him. You know, I've seen him call Rachel, or Rachel will come and give him a new one. You know, or give him a shot sometimes. You know, so that
I've
sounds a
only-
little untrue.
It's very untrue. I've only been there a couple of times, like 4 times, I think, total.
Yeah, I remember one time the daughter brought him a beer. You know, it was just
And I heard him, and he didn't. He thought he had the mic muted, and he was like, "Woman, you get me a drink right
Apparently-
now." And then he.
I heard Rachel say on another stream, or might have been him, but that's their thing. That's like a couple thing they do. Like when they're at parties, like family parties with her
Yeah.
family, like she will go get him a plate, and apparently her family don't like it, but she, you know, it's their thing. You know, she doesn't mind.
She at the time when I was there, everybody in the chat was telling him that he needed to slow down on the drinking and the cigarettes at the time.
Yeah,
That's
well, yeah,
just
but I mean, it's not just that. I mean,
Okay, I had no
mean-
point of reference to what was going on, but I took
well,
note
I
of
mean, no,
barking
like
orders.
he has big fried breakfasts every morning as well. You know,
He looks
I-
like he has a big fried breakfast every morning. Just saying.
No, I think since he went full time on YouTube, he sort of hasn't been as active, you know.
Yeah, well, big Papa fascist over there, Andrew. He likes to dictate and demand orders. I'll tell you that.
But like part of it's a joke, but part of it is her. She likes to do it for him. You know what I mean? It's a thing. Apparently, he and her father have issues over on that subject. You know, like he's heard her say that to her, and he doesn't like it.
Mm. Well, that also
Yeah.
kind of goes with the whole orthodoxy thing of women are to serve their men, you know. So
But
we
she
can-
remember
we
she
can get into that
converted.
later.
She converted first, and from her family, and she has issues with her family. You know.
Like they're typical Baptists or something in Michigan. I don't know.
Well, no, her mother. I don't like this. I don't know if I should go here, but her mother and her had problems, and her mother. you know, she has spoken about it before. Like if you listen to her on whatever, she said that like she like became as responsible as she was as a you know, rebellion against her chaotic parents. You know.
Okay, I got it. Hey, everybody's got mostly family issues, so I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, me either.
How much I drink?
Sure,
You know and I know is not an argument. You know and I know that he knows that I don't know what you don't know. Show the proof.
What?
You done?
Yeah, show the proof.
So next point, multiple debates, as with Dillahunty.
Oh wait, I just want to
as
back
with-
up. Did you? Are you saying you don't have any proof for your earlier claim that I drank to
Proof.
excess?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I
Big J,
didn't take
thanks for coming in.
screenshots. I didn't, you know, line up a bunch of voice recordings of you slurring or anything like that. So yeah,
nothing.
I'm not here to prove your alcoholism, Andrew.
Mhm.
That's not the duty of this.
Well, then why
debate.
are you saying that I drank to excess, and that's one of your criticisms? But you're here with no.
Well,
proof
hold
to
on.
prove
Didn't you
that.
just admit that you do?
No,
No, you didn't.
no. In fact,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think I do. I don't think I drink to excess. I don't know where you got that fucking idea.
Oh, okay. So it's
So,
all within moderation.
Can you show the proof of me drinking to excess? I have a couple drinks a week. Can you show the proof otherwise?
And you believe your own bullshit. That's great.
Okay, hang on. You know what? You can literally win this debate right here, right now, and destroy me if you can just show proof.
Cricket.
Okay, next point.
Mm.
Multiple
Yeah,
debates, as with
unbelievable.
Dillahunty and the Ashley Alex debate, is that mid-debate you make the claim that you didn't know what the debate topic was.
Huh?
I'm trying to
the
remember this.
Dillahunty debate.
Oh, I know about this.
No, that claim was never made in the Dillahunty debate.
Really?
Really.
So you didn't say during the Dillahunty debate, "Oh, I thought the topic was something else."
No,
and
in
you
fact,
looked
that came-
behind you and
Nope,
said, "Oh, see?
The opposite. The opposite. You got it all fucked up.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't know
the
how you- I don't know how you fucked this up.
Explain.
So here's
No,
what
explain.
actually happened. What actually happened is someone in the audience said, when they were coming up for the Q&A, said, I can see the debate topic behind you and you were off topic. And I said, no. That was not the debate topic, and it wasn't. And you can go on a modern day debate and you can see the debate topic for yourself. They had a betting crew who was there for that debate. And the betting crew, because they were taking bets on this live, they put that topic up there under the betting crew. That's what happened. The actual debate that we agreed to, that's never been in any sort of contention. There was some confusion that happened because the audience member said that, and that was behind us on the panel, but that was due to a third-party betting crew who came in and put that up as part of like, I don't know what it was, James, they were like helping fund James or something like that, and they wanted to advertise because this was a big debate. And so they did. And so they had that up there. The guy asked, we told him exactly, we clarified it right then and there. Right then and there, it was clarified. And you can go to the channel right this second, and you can see the title for yourself.
Okay, and same thing with the Ashley Alex debate.
With the PWF debate, you got to remind me some of the particulars.
It was something about Red Pill, I think.
I know about this
You don't
during the
know- you don't know
debate.
the particulars?
Yeah, I don't remember the name. It's not important.
Well, I mean, if you don't know the particulars, I don't know how I can answer.
Well,
to
did
them.
you not say during the debate that you didn't know, that you were told it was something else, and then Ashley made a whole video showing that you
Dude,
didn't know
listen,
what the debate topic
The
was?
reason I remember what happened with the Dillahunty debate is because it was a huge debate. It was a massive debate. It was seen by hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of people, covered by endless amounts of channels. So I was invested in that. The PWF debate, to be honest with you, it wasn't really a very big deal debate to me. It was a favor
Right.
debate. The reason that this favor debate happened is because Ashley had reached out. She
Mm-hmm.
wanted someone to do the debate, and I had considered her a friend. So I was willing to help her out with this debate. But I don't remember all of the particulars of it.
Okay. Next, moving on. Examples of grifting. You representing your channel as what I've referred to as a Christ pill sect of Eastern Orthodoxy Christianity. When it comes to many of your debate
Wait, back up.
appearances-
Can you tell me what that means?
what
Is a
means?
Christ? Well, I don't understand what you're saying. A Christ pill sect of Orthodox Christianity means
Well,
what?
yeah. So Christ pill would be the idea of a religious affiliation to your mission, and the sect.
What mission?
SECT.
Wait, what
Well,
mission?
I'm going to explain.
Okay.
Eastern Orthodoxy Christianity, when it comes to many of your debates and appearances on Fresh and Fit, whatever podcast, etc., when it comes to your speaking points and
Mhm.
community cultivation, i.e., fighting back against degeneracy during
Okay, so just to touch on this, and then you can fill in the blanks a little bit after this. When I brought this up to Glenn Lawrence and his pack of wild rabbit dogs who wanted to attack me, I said, "You guys do realize that the Orthodoxy was a split from the Catholic Church?" And they said, "No, it wasn't. No, we're not. We were never affiliated with the Catholic Church." And I said, "Yes, you are." I said, "That's where that comes from." And they said, "Oh, no, we've never been affiliated with the Catholic."
At least 800 years they were the same church. It was the there was a schism in like 1053.
Thank you. Thank you. I was right. The little
You
Protestant
were right.
girl, the little idolater that they called me. The heretic. They called me a heretic, actually, live. That's okay. I'm going to come back and get him.
Well,
Christianity in America.
if
You can
he's
reference
unless
it.
he's a Catholic or an Orthodox, he's a heretic too. You know.
I know, right? Yeah, they were orthodoxy, and I was the little Protestant heretic.
The Bible, Christ, God in debates and discussion, such as with Wes Watson, for example, quote, as Christ said himself, unquote. And then anytime that I've seen you get pushback on some of your speaking points as pertains to the Christ,
I've
bill
heard
that I'm
atheists
outlining,
quote
that
Christ.
your response
I
is,
know.
I'm just an entertainer. So on one end, you're giving the perception to your community, the people that pay you with super chats, with watching your streams, etc., that they are fighting back against degeneracy by being involved with the Crucible crew, as well as supporting through super chats, etc. But then whenever you're pushed back on any speaking points, it turns into, well, no, I'm just a debater, bro.
I'm sorry.
just an
I gotta
an
back up
entertainer.
and get a few things clarified here.
Sure.
First of all, are you saying that and I just want to make sure that I get these numbers right, the almost 4,000 live viewers in my chat right now are all fucking stupid?
No, I highly doubt they're all fucking stupid.
Do you think that just all of the ones who send in super chats are all fucking stupid?
No, not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Do you think that the people who watch and are my fans and watch tons and tons and oodles and boodles of my content don't understand what it is that I'm about? So what you're doing is
Yes,
you're making
no, that's
you're
exactly
making,
right there.
you're making
Andrew.
a category error. And the category error is a word concept fallacy. Here's the word concept fallacy. I am an entertainer. There's no doubt that I'm an entertainer. There's no doubt that I do a lot of political debates and that they're very fucking entertaining. And that's why tons and tons of people come out to watch them, because they're really fucking entertaining. The reason there's 4,000 people watching right now, it's not because of you, right? You suck and are boring as shit. You are boring, Oracle. Nobody has come out to watch you because you suck. They're all here to watch me because I don't suck. I am an entertainer. Objectively, I'm an entertainer. I don't know where you
I
get this
agree.
idea
You
that I'm
are an
not.
egomaniac. I totally agree with you.
How is that
That's
egomaniac?
not-
God, can he fit through the door with a big swollen head or what?
Wait. Is this ego to say that none of these people who are on this channel
Your ad
right this
hominem
second,
is basis of your ego.
that's not ego,
Right? I'm
That's
a
just true.
terrible entertainer and you're the best. Oh, that's
You are,
objectively
bro.
true.
Well then, bro,
That's
tell me.
objectively
Yeah,
true.
it must
Okay.
be.
And
Why is it? Why is it
Not
that you
an
don't want
ad
anybody to entertain?
What is the metric? To
Well,
show
here
that?
I can tell you this. Okay.
So you're not going to answer.
Yeah, I'm going to answer. So here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that in a normal live stream of mine, somewhere between 12 and 25,000 people come through one of those live streams. That's somewhere akin to every single airplane in the sky of the United States is filled to the brim. That would be a representation of the audience. You couldn't fill 4 seats. You couldn't fill 8 seats on one of those aircraft. Now, hang on. And you're worried. Your concern is whether or not I'm an entertainer and you're not an entertainer. I think that that's pretty objective, honestly.
Well, I do appreciate your straw man of my argument, Andrew. That is delightful. But with that said, there's plenty of entertainers, as you would put it, with far more reach than you have, right? Just like you
Yeah.
have far more reach.
And I
than
agree that they're
have.
entertainers. I agree they're good
Now, the
entertainers.
reach in and of itself is not a problem, right? As neither is the money. The question is, are you actually delivering to your audience what you're selling?
Yeah, what am I selling?
Well, I just outlined it for you. We're
Yeah,
not
I don't know,
listening?
but I don't know what any of that means. So here's what I'll
Ah,
acknowledge.
okay.
Here's what I can acknowledge that I sell. If you go to the crucible.video, I sell access to a video site for my content. Can you show a single person who's been victimized and makes the claim that they have not gotten their membership that they paid for to that website? I also sell merchandise. Can you show me a single victim who's paid me for merchandise who has not received it? A single victim of these things that I physically sell. Any? Can you show me one?
Yeah, again, this false dichotomy that you would have to not deliver the physical goods that you're selling on your website
That's what you just
has
said.
really nothing to do with my
You
argument.
just said that
No,
whatever it
it's
is
a
I'm selling, I'm not delivering.
misrepresentation, Andrew. I didn't say that you're not fulfilling anything to your audience.
And what am I? What
I
am I
said that you're
missing here?
misrepresenting. Well,
Misrepresenting
let me
what?
ask you, what do you think the crucible means, Andrew?
The reason that we use the imagery for the Crucible was because I really enjoyed the book, The Crucible. The imagery all comes from that book, which is about witch hunts. It was an interesting book, but it really has nothing to do with the witch hunts. I just really like the imagery. And I thought
Good
that the
play,
channel was
too,
a
and the
badass
movie.
name. I thought the Crucible was a badass name for a channel. It was easy to remember.
Say that again.
There's a play as well. Good movies. It was written by Marilyn Monroe's husband. He made a play of it. Remember, one of our husbands, the playwright.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he divorced her. But he wrote a play based on that book. It was brilliant.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And They made a movie of it with Daniel Day-Lewis and Winona Ryder and Paul Scofield in the 90s.
I'm trying to think which movie. Oh, I was pretty young in the 90s.
But it's also a crucible is also used in metalwork. You know, when you're making a sword, you put it in that warm crucible thing and you beat the thing down to make a sword. It's like, but it's a good thing for, you know, founded in fire. You know, forged in fire.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Base, nice to have you in here. We're watching your debate. I missed it earlier, so we're watching it for the first time live.
Hi, Beth.
I had about 100 of them. I picked the Crucible. I've explained the story many times.
I'm not asking.
The imagery for the Crucible came from that book, The Crucible.
Does it have a religious affiliation?
No.
No, really.
Yeah, really.
So you're going to lie here and say that the Crucible does not have a religious affiliation?
I don't know how many times I have said live that this is not a religious channel. There are atheists.
No, you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the lie.
So I don't
I'm
understand.
asking you a simpler question.
How is it a lie? Can you
Does the
demonstrate it's a
Crucible-
lie?
Well, the Crucible does have a biblical context, right? Referring to the situation of severe trial or place or occasion.
Yeah,
of
but that's
severe
not
test or trial.
that's okay. But,
No, but that has nothing to do with your channel.
It doesn't. I just
Okay.
explained. Okay, so wait a second. The imagery on my channel, where do you think that comes from?
Well, I didn't ask you about the
Yeah, I
imagery,
know, but I'm
Andrew.
making a great point here so that you
You
can
think you
understand.
are.
Different,
You think
different. Words have different meanings across
Agreed.
the board. They have different meanings.
Sure.
We not one time referenced anything about the Bible when it came to the name of the channel, The Crucible. And here's my proof. And I can demonstrate this. You can go back to all of my earliest interviews, which are still on this channel, okay, where people have asked me about the name of the channel, the imagery for the channel, and I've explained this to them many, many, many times that the imagery from the channel came from this book, that we thought that the name was really cool, and that was it. It had nothing to do with the Bible.
Well, I'm
Here,
glad
hang on,
you have
now,
good
hang on.
practice with
I
the
just explained this to you, so let me ask you a counter question. I just answered yours. Can you prove at all, I mean at all, that anything that is related to the Crucible was chosen because it came out of the Bible?
I can show that the Crucible does in fact have a biblical.
Well, what would that have to do with my
affiliation.
channel? Why would that have anything to do
Because
with
your
my
channel is named the Crucible. It's
So
not
is
that
the-
deep, Andrew.
Okay, well here's
You
Okay,
can't just admit
so
it. You can't just be like, yes,
this
there is some religious affiliation.
I'm going to
You
show
can't
you.
just say that.
I can't because
Okay.
it would be a lie. So here, I'll
Wow.
prove it. I'll prove it to you again. If you type in the Crucible on YouTube, there's also a channel about the Marine Corps. That's one of the top that comes up. It's about the Marine Corps and it's called The Crucible. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It's a channel about Marines and their training. That's all it's about. It has nothing to do with the Bible. Are you saying that that's a
Well,
biblical channel?
Well, I would actually. Well, that's a few different questions there. So as far as I did the Crucible, right? That's a Marine Corps reference. I completed the Crucible.
Yeah.
With that said, I would, I haven't done deep research on it, but I would guess there is some religious affiliation to the Crucible being implemented by the Marine Corps.
Yeah, but are
via-
you're not
via-
religious and you did the Crucible.
Yeah, that's true.
So then I don't understand how it would have anything to clearly they're not
What does
relating
that have
this
to
to
do
the
with
Bible.
No, it's
Because
a
they're not relating
steel
this to the Bible.
reference.
My
It's a
channel-
reference of
I just
iron.
told you my channel name has nothing to do with the Bible. You can say that there's things in the Bible that talk about the Crucible. What would that have to do with my channel? That's a word concept fallacy. You're saying because in this meaning here, it means this. That must mean on your channel it also means that. That makes no sense.
Well, Andrew, you realize, like, for instance, in a court of law, some things that we can't know, for instance, the state of somebody's mind, what's entered into evidence is called circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, so give me the
if we look at
circumstantial. I'll even take that.
if we look at the circumstantial evidence here, is that you have made many claims to, for instance, converting Brian of the whatever podcast.
Never
or
claimed I
purportedly-
converted Brian.
Oh, really? So you didn't
Really?
claim on Glenn Lawrence's stream, hey, guess who is now converting to Eastern Orthodox
No,
Christianity?
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Okay. You didn't
I'll
have
tell
that
you-
clip pulled up,
No.
right?
Yeah, well, I actually do have that clip, but I can
Okay,
tell
you
you.
wanna pull it up?
I can tell you exactly what happened. Yeah, I'll ask Brian to send it right now. What actually happened was this: Brian, out of the blue, while we were on the show live, right? He said, "Listen, what's really weird after listening to hours and hours and hours of Andrew arguing, right? That's actually brought me closer to the idea that maybe there is a foundational, thing to all of this. And if I had to choose a religion, I would choose Orthodoxy."
Thank you for
And I
proving
was
my
like,
point.
dude, that's fucking amazing. Like, I thought that was amazing. That was great.
It's amazing. Thank you for proving my point.
What was your point?
That is amazing.
What's the point?
Well, you were just attributed, according to what you said, Brian's converting with you.
Why does that have anything to do with me?
You
That's not
just said
me
it had something to do with
It's not
you.
me purposely making him do anything.
Oh, it was accidentally.
That was not my intent to convert Brian. No, he just happened to listen to the arguments, and I guess he came to that and he announced it. And I was blown away as everybody.
Did you claim that you were the reason or part of the reason that Brian converted? Or said he was
No,
going to
no,
convert,
no.
rather?
Brian said that, and then I said
That's
that
not my
Brian said
question.
that,
I'm asking
and I just told you. No, I said Brian said that this is because of you. It blew me away.
Okay, so going back to Glenn Lawrence's stream, when you
If Base Distiller, are you chewing on chew tobacco? What are you chewing on? Nicotine gum? What is that? I want to know.
popped in to make the announcement right before our little pre-debate scuffle, and you asked, who do you think that's because of? Referencing yourself.
Yeah, because Brian said it was because of me.
Right.
So what?
Okay, have you made the claim also that you
Yeah,
have
see,
helped convert
hang on,
OnlyFans girls?
Brian from whatever is literally in the chat right now, and he says in big bold letters, "I claimed it. I claimed it."
Yes,
Are you saying
he
that Brian
initially claimed it?
Yeah,
I agree.
he claimed
I'm not
it.
disputing that. I'm not
And
disputing that
he claimed that
You're
was due to
disputing
me.
that you then claimed it.
No, he claimed it, and I claimed that he claimed that I was responsible for it. Yes.
I like your word linguistics. It's very good.
Oh, well, tell me where I'm
but
wrong.
The point of it is that you were attributed with being part of the reason that Brian converted due to your
Okay.
promotion
Then
of Christianity.
let's try this. Okay, since I answered your questions here, see if you can answer some of mine. Let's
I don't know
assume
that
for a
you really
second.
answered mine.
Let's assume for a second that you're a guy and you like to eat vanilla ice cream. Okay. You just like it. You like vanilla ice cream. You think it's delicious. And you go to an ice cream store and you buy an ice cream cone of vanilla ice cream. And you're walking down the street and you're licking the ice cream cone. And a little girl comes by and he's like, "Man, that looks fucking delicious. I'm going to go get some ice cream." And you know what? That's because of you. And so she goes and she gets some ice cream. And you tell your friends, "Man, this little girl came by and said, because of me, she's going to go get some ice cream." Does that mean that your intention was to get her to eat vanilla ice cream, dude?
Does that necessarily
Answer my
mean that?
question.
The answer, well,
Answer my question.
I'm answering it more fully because you didn't fully form it. Does that necessarily mean that it's 100% attributed to you? No, obviously not. And nobody made the claim
No,
that
it
is.
would be 100% attributed to you. But that's not my question. That's why I'm asking you to answer my question. My question is, does that mean that your intention was to get people to eat vanilla ice cream?
Again, not necessarily.
No.
But it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. But I'm telling you, no, I never made that claim. I'm telling you who made the claim.
Okay, so let me ask you the question here. Would you have the intention for Brian to convert? Would you rather have the intention that he does or not?
You mean if he was going to convert to Christianity, would I prefer it was Orthodoxy? Yeah.
That's not really my question. My question is, if you were the person to be the catalyst for that, would you want that to be the case, or would you prefer that he does?
The rebranded version of Catholicism. Yes.
Doesn't convert.
You're there. I thought you left. Say something, Shane. What did you think about that?
I think this is silly. I think Brian said it. He was happy that he said it. That's all I'm getting from it. And I'm sorry, but aren't all Christians supposed to bring in new members, or to evangelize?
Pretty much. We're supposed to spread the good news of the gospel. Yeah.
I don't understand the question.
Well, if it's a
I
binary,
don't see the harm.
No, there's no harm. Not really.
that either he doesn't convert or he does, and it's because of you.
Oh yeah, if the only reason he would convert was because of me, then yeah, I prefer that.
Okay, so he would prefer to convert to Eastern Orthodox Christianity or whatever sect, right?
Yeah, if they want to convert to
so why are
Christianity.
you trying to push yourself away from it?
Well, I'm not pushing myself away from it. So here's your multitude of claims. Claim one: you are running some type of religious channel. I'm clearly not. Never have. Never marketed myself that way. By the way, had several discussions with my priest about this. Okay, where we've discussed. Look, I don't want to have a religious channel, though I am Orthodox. Right? There's plenty of Orthodox apologists, and I think that they're far more skilled than I am in relaying Orthodox messaging. I don't want to do a religious channel. I'm a political debater, and that's where I hang my hat. I've talked about this ad nauseum. I'm not running some conversion campaign. I never have. Now, a side effect of me speaking is a lot of people seem to want to convert to Orthodoxy. Great. I have no problem with that.
And that's
But the
just random?
intention, but the intention of the channel is not. That's a side effect, not the intent.
So what is it a side effect of? I know that you mentioned your
It's
political
a side
pundit.
effect.
I'm not-
It's a side effect of my arguments, and it's a side effect of the grounding foundation of my epistemology. Likely that moves people that direction.
No problem. So couldn't we say then, Andrew, that part of what your channel does is promote Christianity?
No, that's what I do, not the channel.
Will you not appear on your channel? Who else runs your channel if not you?
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but there's partners in the Crucible. I don't know why you think that this was a solo operation. That's only recent, by the way, that's even changed. That's the only reason that's even changed. So I don't know where you come up with this idea. For one thing, the Crucible started with me and a guy named Pedro. Pedro was a Calvinist. He was a Calvinist, and I'm an Orthodox. And he would have all sorts of different. He would go live at night all the time to talk about Calvinism and Calvinist beliefs. It's a form of Christianity, Calvinism. It's
Okay.
Protestantism. It has nothing to do with. It's like the opposite of Orthodoxy. So the thing is like he would do that all the time. All the time. There's tons of people tons of people who have come on this program who have secular views, all sorts of different views. The Crucible has never been about the promotion of orthodoxy. That is a side effect, likely, of me debating. But can you explain to me when it is that I've ever declared this to be an Orthodox apologetics channel?
Well, hold on. Nobody has to make a declaration in order to influence. I don't need to make a declaration about my channel in order to make an influence upon the people watching.
You keep on saying that if there's a side effect, of me debating or something like this, okay, and people come to orthodoxy because I do debates, that means that my intention was to utilize the channel to drive them towards orthodoxy.
Well, hold on, Andrew. Doesn't Christianity promote the idea of promoting Christianity to others? Wouldn't you be fulfilling your Christian, I don't know, duty by doing so?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I would have to use my entertainment platform to do that.
Well, I agree. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just asking, would that be? So then why would you not want to promote it?
Well within Christian
ethics. A musician plays the guitar, right?
My channel has never
been a
hit
song. As a byproduct of that, kids can learn to pick up the guitar and play the guitar. That doesn't mean that the Beatles went into music to make people play the guitar.
Yep. Basically, got schooled on that one, unfortunately. Yeah, if you do something and you're good at it, or you like
it, inspires people.
It inspires people to do the same thing. Yes, it's just how it works.
About a singular religion. There's nobody's barred here for being a Calvinist or being anything other than Orthodox.
Have you made argumentation for other religions regularly, or is it typically just for Christianity? Because I understand that obviously other viewpoints are discussed on your channel. Nobody said that wasn't the case. The topic is whether or not you're promoting it on one end and yet falling back on the other end, saying, no, I'm just an entertainer.
Okay, let me give the best interpretation of this I possibly can for the sake of argument, because I'm trying to figure this out, and I think I got it. I think what you're asking me is this. Andrew, because you're an Orthodox Christian and it is your channel, so there's like an ancillary or tangential portion of this, which is going to be a promotion of orthodoxy, whether you like it or not, essentially. Because if that's the claim, then yeah, I guess I can kind of just agree that that's true, but I'm not really sure what the fuck it means.
Okay, so you promote it incidentally, you're saying. It's not purposely, it's just incidentally you promote it.
I mean, sometimes it could be purposeful. If somebody sends me a super chat and asks me a question about it, I guess that would be purposeful or intentional, but I just don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything.
Well, the way that you're framing it, you can argue that it doesn't have to do with anything. As you are, the way that I'm framing it, that it is an intention, but you're saying no, it's not intention. It's just.
I'm saying that maybe. I'm saying maybe it could be. I guess it's an ancillary intention. Sometimes there is some intention behind it, depending on circumstances. But
okay, so why was that so hard to say then?
Because I was trying to figure out what the fuck you're even talking about.
Well, I think you knew what I was talking about.
I tried my best to give you the best faith interpretation I possibly could, steel manned your position, and then conceded to any of the points that I thought would be as good faith as possible.
Okay,
and you're still fucking whining.
Nobody's whining about anything. Moving on. Setting up super chat dono goals of $10,000 or $15,000 to travel a few states. I would say that's a misrepresentation to your audience. Does it cost $10,000 to go on a couple-hour flight or a few-hour car drive?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Sometimes? No. Name one of those times that it took $10,000 for you to travel a few states. I think we'd all be very interested.
That was when I went in the triathlon. I went to Santa Barbara. And then from Santa Barbara, I went to Miami, then from Miami to New York, and then from New York back to Miami, and then from there home, and I took my cameraman with me. That was actually about $11,500. Yeah.
Like first class or?
No, not like first class. I don't think you understand how expensive Miami is, especially when you have two.
I do actually. I spent some time down there.
When's the last time you went on vacation with a family? So if you just went on a vacation with 3 other people for 3 days to Disney or something, it likely would cost you $10,000 or $12,000. But that aside, what's really funny about this is you must not watch those streams, because what I say all the time is it's a vacation fund. It's for me to go have some fun. We're fucking off, right? I've never once said all of this cash that we raise is going to go 100% to me traveling to this area. But even if I did, who gives a shit? And on top of that, Base, let me ask you this question. In what way would this ever be problematic unless you're saying that the audience is so fucking stupid that they don't think that me raising $10,000, $15,000 is okay? Why would they be donating to it? Why would they do that?
Well, I don't know that they keep. I don't know. Maybe it's different people each time. How would I know that or care?
You just think it's a new influx of people every time?
No, I didn't say I think anything. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if it's the same people. I don't know if it's different people. I don't know that that's really relevant. But you're saying, well,
now here's what I would say would be a grift. If you could make this case, that anytime I've raised money to travel somewhere, to deliver content that I said I was going to travel and deliver, that I haven't done that. Can you name a single instance of a time where I've said, raising money, I'm going to go to this location and I'm going to provide this content to you? Has there been a single time that I've raised that money and then have not flown out to do that content?
Yeah, so I would say a good example is the first meeting with Fresh and Fit, where you put out the idea that you would be giving them hard pushback and really drilling down on where
No. This
Red
is
Pill
two separate.
wrong.
Wait. We can get to that. But
Well, how is it separate? Wait.
Well, I'm going to separate the question I asked you is, I did say I was going to fly out to Miami, go on Fresh and Fit, and then I did, right?
No. You said to fulfill what you claimed you were going to fulfill, which I am setting forth.
That was just that I was going to go on Fresh and Fit. That was it.
Oh, really? That's all that you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that you said. I'm just going to go on Fresh and Fit, and everyone said, "Okay, all right." So here's another lie.
In fact, they demanded it. They demanded it.
They demanded that you didn't say anything else.
Yeah,
You just
show
said,
the
I'm going
proof.
on Fresh and Fit.
By the way, I did provide push on Fresh and Fit. Have you?
You provided the pushback.
Yeah.
Hey, send in your super chats and send your follows to Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
Somehow that's a pushback.
I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Hey, Sarah, would you say that you and I agree on everything?
No, sir.
Okay, chat, please go over there since Sarah is moderating this debate and send some super chats over there. That would be awful nice because she took the time out of her day. So now I'm grifting, right, Base?
Oh, so it took that example for you to do this?
Are you going to answer my question? Am I now grifting? Because I just told my chat to go over to this person who I don't agree with.
So do we need to go over the definition of
Base, answer
grifting?
my fucking question, Base.
No, it's not grifting.
Why?
You already
What's the
said that
difference?
is
What's the
grifting.
difference?
What do you mean? What is the difference?
What's the difference? From Sarah, who I disagree with and think that she promotes degeneracy also. Literally
the
think
difference
that.
is what
Hang on,
you
stop.
told your audience.
I literally
Oh,
think
you don't
that
want
she
me to answer.
promotes. I literally think that she promotes degeneracy also. Okay, and yet I just told my chat to go over there and support her because she was hosting this debate. What's the difference?
Yes, again, you set forth with your audience
Mhm.
that you would be pushing back all
did.
of their ideas. No,
I
you
did push
not.
back their ideas. Yeah, I did.
What did you push back with?
So I completely annihilated Myron Gaines' argument for the multiple. You must have sex with multiple women in order to be a high status man. I annihilated it. In fact, it's been widely used ever since then as pushback against him. I don't remember you coming up with any arguments. I don't remember you going out to Miami and giving any pushback. I don't remember you doing anything except bitching on the internet about me.
That's all you remember? With all of my content that you watch, that's all that you remember?
All your content's about me.
All my content's about you.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like everything you put out's about me.
Okay, prove that claim, Andrew.
Okay, what was your last community post? Who was that about?
Me, because I'm fantastic.
Yeah, what about the one before that?
Well, you are.
Was it about me, babe?
Thank you, honey.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. You talk about me a lot, don't you?
Why would I not put up a community post?
Yeah, you talk.
knowing
Hey,
that we had this debate set up, Andrew.
you didn't know yesterday. So anyway, until way late in the day. So the thing is,
No.
Base, is like, you make a lot of content about me. Sorry, you do.
And do you
I
make
live
a lot
in that
of content
noodle-
about me? I've
No.
seen you on various streams mentioning my
I
name.
never-
where I was
on my-
nowhere to be
On my
seen,
channel,
Andrew.
I've never
No,
made
I
any
didn't
content
ask about
you.
your channel. On other streams, have you
Yeah,
not
so
often mentioned
if I'm
my
on
name?
if I'm on somebody else's stream and they bring you up, I'm at the mercy of their content creation, not my own.
Is that it?
Yeah, when do I bring you up, Base? When do I make content about you? If you
let's
were to
see,
take, for
on
instance,
Grid
all of
Ones,
your-
Glenn Lawrence, Speakeasy,
You mean they're
VO
making
Pod.
content? You mean they're making content?
Yeah, which you add to. Do you think that you're not making content? When you
Do
go on
I
another
control
content creator's
the
platform?
subject matter?
No, you control what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, but
Andrew.
they bring you up, not me.
Oh, okay. So somebody else brought me up,
Yeah,
and therefore you basically didn't do anything.
yeah. They ask me questions about you and I answer them.
Oh, so that's the only way that my name has come up.
I don't bring you up. No, you're not
So
interested.
you have not brought me up unless somebody else brought me up.
Not to my knowledge.
Really?
Yeah, not to my
Okay.
knowledge.
So not a few days ago with Dennison and Grid One, Glenn.
Oh no,
Lawrence?
I'm sure that one of them probably brought you up first.
They
Base,
actually didn't.
Base, the reason that I don't bring you up and the reason that I don't care is because you're a fucking. I'm not trying to be mean here, okay? But you're an 8 viewer fucking channel, Base. I don't give a fuck about you. The only reason I'm doing this debate right this second is because my wife was going on Tim Pool and I had content lined up this morning, but for some reason they made it a record only. So I was like, well, I guess I can do this fucking debate. So we have something, so that there's something we can do. That's it. Other than that, you're just not a very interesting guy. And that's
Yeah.
not even me trying to be
I'm so
personal.
not interesting that the last 4 times we've spoken, each time it's been you reaching out to me through one method or
I'll eat later, Romano Productions. Don't worry about it. Let me read one more here. Think about the story of the job. You might not be too far off. Yeah, P. Fletch. Let's see. Uncle Gunn's Job is an allegory like most of the Bible. I haven't read any of it in decades. My body starts smoking if I merely drive too close to a church. Uncle Gunn's. Are you an ageless vampire, sir? I might want to talk to you and interview you.
another.
Yeah, well, people have been wanting this debate, so I gave it to them.
Oh, so that's the real reason.
Yeah, well, that's all.
So it's not the other reason that you just gave. It's because of that.
What was the other reason I just gave?
What was it, Andrew? That
You tell me.
were
You
you were
just said
failing
there was-
content?
You just said there was some alternative
No.
fucking reason.
No. Right? The names got messed up, whatever, and this
Yeah,
was
that's
something
it.
to do.
Yeah, that was it. That's the only reason I did it. Yeah.
That was the only reason. Yet you just said, no, everyone wanted this.
Yes, there's people who've been asking for the debate. When the opportunity came up,
Here's more of Andrew
when
talking out of
the
both
oppor-
sides of his mouth.
talking on the same side. When the opportunity came up, okay, people have asked me for it many times in my Discord. The opportunity came up where I could have the time, and I was kind of screwed on content this morning. So I reached. I knew I was going to be because they told me early on. I reached out to Sarah yesterday. She organized it in one day. I don't understand what's not consistent here in Based Oracle's brain.
I just explained it. Your
Yeah, you didn't
pushback
explain
had
anything.
Nothing to the point.
You explained nothing.
Yeah, your people wanted it, not that you were bored and had no content. There's a difference.
Both of these things are true at the same time.
Oh, so it's both reasons. 'Cause
things
you
are
just
true at
said
the
the
same time.
only reason was
The only
but now
reason that
it's
this
both.
debate is happening today is because of the Tim Pool. Yes. However, there are people who have been requesting that this debate happen. And so I went ahead when I had time and I got the debate together and I did the debate, which we're doing right now, which you're losing badly in. We're doing all of those. All
Yeah,
those
I'm
things are
losing
true.
badly in,
Mhm.
as you've lied several times.
You
already,
haven't
which is
proven.
proving my point.
You haven't shown a single.
And you
shred
admitted
proof.
that you do, in fact, promote Christianity on.
Happy Life, the debate is about accusations that Andrew Wilson is a grifter via Based Oracle.
And a liar.
Right?
Yes, and a liar.
Which has what to do with what?
Well, you made the claim all this time you didn't promote Christianity. Now you just admitted that you do.
You mean in a tangential sense?
I mean, in any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's part of my
Oh,
ontology.
you guess after all this time of sitting 10 toes down on the fact that you don't promote Christianity on your channel, now you say, I guess I do.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Base. Are you saying that women, when they have a channel, are promoting femininity no matter what because they happen to be females? They have to be, right? There's not.
In
There's
some-
like not
in
really
some
a choice.
sense.
In some
In
sense,
some
they have to.
sense,
It's
sure.
tangential because it's part of their ontology. Same thing happens if you're a Christian. It's going to be like tangentially true that because it's part of my being, it's part of the basis for who I am. There's going to be some like tangential promotion of it.
Well, hold on.
But
It's
hang
not
on,
just
but
the
stop,
basis
stop.
of who you are. It's
But
the
that
basis of
doesn't
your
mean-
arguments, your
but
debates, your speaking points.
because that's the basis of who I am,
Sure, you can make that argument, or
That's
one can
not
make
an
the
argument,
argument
it's
that it's
true.
the best arguments that you're utilizing.
bro. Listen, both are true. It's both part of me and it's the best arguments.
Okay,
So,
you
but the
can make
thing
that
is,
claim.
is that from the basis of me,
I don't know, Tyrone, if I would have been better at it. I don't go around making false accusations, though, and then I not having the receipts to back it up. I'm trying not to do those types of things, being new in the space. So
I am a Christian. So tangentially, I guess it's true that there's some promotion of Christianity, but that doesn't mean that that's what my channel's about. And that's what your claim actually is. And that's what you have failed to prove over and over and over. Can you prove it or not?
Well, you just proved it. Although you're
Oh,
saying
God.
tangentially, right?
Yeah. So I mean, what? And so that means grift.
Well, it's a grift when you give your audience the idea, when you put it in
Mhm.
their head that they're fighting back degeneracy by supporting you, that
Yeah.
they are investing in your line of Christianity to some degree, evidenced by people who are saying, "Oh, Andrew, you spurred me to now convert," or you making the claim that I have OF girls. who are
Okay.
now
Well, let's
converting because of me.
assume. Let us assume for a second that I don't know. Everybody in the chat is supporting me because I'm an Orthodox. Let's just assume it. So fucking what?
Okay, so let's get into that. So
Yeah.
fucking
How's that?
what?
How
So-
would that be a grift?
Well, here's the grift.
Okay.
Is I'm pretty sure. I mean, look, I'm not an expert on Christianity. I don't represent a religion. But from what I understand, as of watching you, going into, well, Jesus has said this or would do that, that I'm pretty sure what he would be doing is making fun and light of, for instance, abortions or, OF girls at age 18, bashing them, this sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, that would be a misrepresentation, wouldn't it?
Of what?
Of Christianity.
Well, I don't know. You'd have to. It's all context specific. So you'd have to be an example. of
Okay,
what you're
so
talking about.
celebrating abortion, is that something that would be marketed by
Yeah,
Christianity?
that'd be fucking monstrous. Yeah.
Well, do you not view that you did that?
No, I don't view that I've ever celebrated abortion. That's insane.
Okay, well, let me give you an example here.
Okay.
How about on Mother's Day when Daisy was on whatever podcast,
Mhm.
and your supporters, as well as whatever's, are sending in super chats about happy dead baby day and things along those lines, which are true, apparently, based on what Daisy said that she did. Why are you looking confused?
That's not
That's why
him.
I'm trying to
That's
figure out
someone
how I
sending
can
a
link
super
this
chat.
to me being pro-abortion.
no,
Did I say that you're pro-abortion?
Yeah, you said that I promote it.
I said that you have celebrated, and I'm getting at the point of how you did so.
Okay.
All right. So, i.e., on Mother's Day, when
Mhm.
an influx of super chats are coming in, making fun of, light of, comedy of the abortion that apparently Fresh's ex-prostitute had, that you were there, you know, laughing, enjoying, it seemed to be, but are you saying that wasn't the case?
Oh no, I took great joy in eviscerating this horrific fucking woman who lied about being pregnant with another man's kid, obviously lied about it, okay, and then made the bold claim that she was traumatized from an abortion she never even had. I took great fucking joy eviscerating her story. I took great joy airing that out publicly. I took great joy drubbing that stupid bitch all over the internet, and she deserved every bit of it. How in the world are you going to tie that together with some type of celebration of abortion, you fucking lunatic? How?
So you just made the claim that she never had the abortion. You know that?
Yeah, it's basically since come out because James Sexton moved in as a representation for Walter. And going back and forth with the attorney, what James Sexton said, well, I'm not even at liberty to say, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but even if I wasn't, even if we just assume that she was pregnant and she did abort the baby, I still took great joy ripping that fucking bitch to pieces because she ripped that baby to pieces. And I made her best friend admit that she was a fucking murderer, that she was murdering children in the fucking womb, murdering them in the womb.
I do agree with that, Andrew. However, I don't know that laughing like a hyena and the hate that was spewing in.
Oh, the hate. I should have been nice to the baby killer.
No.
Oh, I should have been nice to the fucking baby killer.
Here, Andrew, that you either need to be nice to her or
I need to be nice. Oh, I need to be nice to the baby kill blackmail lady. Oh, sorry, was I not nice enough to the baby killing blackmail lady?
Well, again, that's not
how nice should I have been to the baby kill blackmail lady?
The celebration of it. The
celebration of ripping that chick apart? Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, it wasn't just ripping her apart. It was the celebration of the abortion.
How did I celebrate the abortion, you fucking lunatic?
By laughing, by finding it to be hilarious,
by laughing at
by incentivizing
send
in super chats,
bro.
Illuminating
they sent in
as
the
if
super
it was
chat.
Something good.
They sent the super chats into the platform, shaming the woman who was killing children. How in the world would that be a celebration?
Well, here's the thing.
Here's the
thing, Andrew. I know that you're trying to create a false dichotomy here.
How crazy are you?
That all in any shame is good. You're making the claim now that no matter how vicious the shame was, that it's good.
Like that. You just made that up.
Well, in a sense, you're saying
no, I'm just saying
I had to be nice to her or shame her.
Yeah, no, in this particular
that's
case,
a false dichotomy.
There's no false dichotomy. I'm telling you exactly what happened. The false dichotomy is saying that it's a celebration of abortion for laughing and ridiculing someone who had an abortion. That's the false dichotomy.
Well, no. Hold on. Laughing and celebrating the abortion, not just the person, but the abortion itself.
When did I celebrate the abortion?
During the podcast that I
show me where. Show me a single clip, and I'll yield the tape.
Laughing like a hyena the entire time
at the fucking lunatic.
At the jokes that were coming in as per abortion.
Yeah, you mean the jokes?
If that's something that would be Christ-like.
Yeah. I think that you moving to socially shame women who have abortions and then blackmail the men that they're having the abortion for and only got pregnant for the purpose of blackmailing them with the abortion. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think, you know what,
Shane, you and I, let's discuss this little dichotomy of women getting, and then Shane, blackmailing them. Yeah, I think that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's anathema. You know what I mean?
It's pretty deplorable, actually. It's quite the criminal mind. It's a criminal mindset move.
Well, it is a crime. She recorded him illegally, as I recall, on a tourist visa.
Yeah,
which is a crime in Florida. So, but I've been led to believe there's even more to this story behind her with her, but I'm not at liberty to say what it is. About something to do with her and the prostitution stuff.
Yeah, that kind of also fits with the whole sociopathic behavior types. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Yeah, well, it sounds on the see. I think what Andrew was talking about is she was sleeping with another man and got pregnant with his baby, and then had that baby and then that baby was aborted. But she tried to convince Walter, that she was, but she had the abortion, so there was no way she could ever prove it. So it's dead.
That's true. That's very, very true.
I meet my maker one day when I meet my maker-based Oracle, and I go to him and I'm like, you know what I did? There was this chick who murdered her child. Okay, and then tried to blackmail a man out of that murder. And I socially shamed her and I ridiculed her and I mocked her. Right? Do you think he's going to be like, oh, straight to hell for you? That's what you think, Base?
Well, I disagree with the premise that you outlined, and I've already told you that, which is that there was a celebration, laughter, ridiculing of the abortion itself.
No.
Which I get it that due to your anger towards her, and I don't even disagree with it. I don't disagree that she should be shamed. But next point on that same topic.
Wait. So wait.
Well,
you
hold
just
on.
disagree
Hold
then?
on.
You just disagree then? Not that she was shamed, but just that it was also fun to shame her. That's the point you disagree on?
No,
It's not that you shamed her.
No.
It's that you were having fun while you did it.
No, that's not it.
Then what is it?
It's that word that you like to use. What is it? Seething, right? I saw a lot of seething going on, a lot of hatred that goes far past shame in and of itself. I.e.,
Seething is anger.
Okay.
Your
Yeah, it
buddies
is.
or whatever, fresh and fit, going on a balloon popping stream, laughing about it. Do you think that they were also just shaming the behavior by setting up a mock pregnancy, i.e., popping balloons?
I didn't even see the stream. I don't know what you're referencing.
So you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're referencing.
Okay. Well, I'm referencing Fresh and Fit going on a stream right
Mhm.
during that time where they had different women on the stream with balloons on their stomachs, and they were popping the balloons as if it was the.
I don't have the
abortion happening.
context to speak to this.
Okay.
Like, how could I ever have the context to speak to this if I haven't seen it?
Well, we'll have to
That's
go with
a
your
smart
word. You haven't
move.
seen it. You haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, how the fuck would I know anything about it?
Okay. So from what
I'm
I
not
described,
saying
that
I'm
would
not.
just sound like shaming. Or
Yeah, I
there's
haven't
not
seen
enough
that either.
context.
Me
Well,
either.
I
I don't even know
bro,
what he's
if I
talking
don't
about.
know what you're talking about, if I don't have the context, how can I actually make? See, that would be grifting.
Well, I
Or
gave you
that
the
would be
context.
lying. Well, you
Like,
gave me.
what context do you not have?
Well, if you're just saying, yeah, well, okay, so let's back up. What did they do?
They did a mock, some kind of celebration where the women that were on the show all have balloons on their stomachs. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? Filled up balloons.
Mhm.
And then someone went around popping them, and they were all laughing. Ha ha ha. Oh,
And
here's the
what-
abortion.
I don't understand.
happening.
What does that have to do with me being a grifter?
We were talking about the idea of shaming abortion.
Yeah,
And
what does
what had happened
what
on
these
whatever-
guys do on their show have to do with me being a grifter? I don't even understand the correlate here.
Gotcha. Again, this had to do into, is it Christ-like? Is all shaming the same? Because you're putting out
Yeah,
the idea
almost nothing that they
you
do
were
is
just
Christ-like,
that you were
yeah.
just shaming on whatever podcast, that there was no hate involved. It wasn't funny. You were just shaming and happened to be laughing.
No,
Mm.
that wasn't my position. Would you actually try to be good faith like I've been trying to be to you this entire time and actually steel man my real position that I gave you? Can you do that?
Your real position seemed to be that you were simply shaming Daisy, who did lots of bad things, and I do agree it does seem like that.
It sure does.
Is that not your position?
Not only was I shaming her, but I told you that I found it fun to shame this bitch who did these horrible things. It was fun.
I think that proves my point.
What's the point?
All right.
What's
is
the
the
point?
point?
Yeah.
Shaming in the biblical sense, I'm pretty sure, is not supposed to be fun.
Oh,
It-
so
it-
then earlier I was correct when you said when I said, okay, Base, so your real problem here is not that I shamed him, but just that I enjoyed shaming him.
Well, it's the intention.
Yeah,
If the
that's right.
intention
So
is
your
hate,
only problem is
then-
that. So
then
if I
it's
had been
not
somber,
Christianity,
so
is it?
Andrew, next time you shame a chick, don't enjoy it.
So what do you think the purpose of shame is, Andrew?
But they do enjoy it.
Well, generally speaking,
lot.
to move people off of a behavior or to expose a behavior so widely that people will move away from doing it in the future because there's some type of social ramification from that.
Okay,
I would
then.
think that mock and ridicule and laughing at them and things like that definitely would be part of that shaming process for sure.
Okay, so
And
do you
but,
think,
your, but your only
by
problem,
your own example,
Mhm.
do you think then that shaming the 18-year-old, OF hoes, whatever they are on that show, do you think that that's doing the objective that you just described, that's moving them away from it?
I don't mostly try to shame them.
What are you trying to do then?
I'm trying to argue with them and argue them out of bad positions.
Okay.
Yeah, the only time that we go down some type of like shame route is when it's reciprocal. When somebody attacks me, I tend to attack back. If somebody has bad energy with me, I tend to have bad energy back. If somebody's good faith with me, I tend to be good faith back. If I think that somebody really has a beef and something objective that they want to say or a bone to pick and they have something useful to say, I enjoy the back and forth. Iron sharpens iron. There's no way that I'm ever going to be worse at what I do because I debate with a person who has a different viewpoint than me. But
Okay.
yeah, and the thing is here's the other thing. Why do you keep saying the 18-year-olds on whatever? Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep
19-year-olds?
lying about the 18-year-olds on whatever? Very few actual
How am I
18-year-olds. Very few actual 18-year-olds are on whatever. Most of the women that I argue with are across the spectrum age-wise, from everywhere from 50 years old to 35 to 37 to 28 to fucking 20. That's the real spectrum. The reason that you say 18 is because you want to some way discredit me. But the thing is like, why? Like, what's the point of that? You clearly know that that's not true, that that's a false narrative. So why do you perpetuate the false narrative?
Well, I don't know that that's not true. The times that I've seen whatever with you on there in parts, seems like 18, 19-year-olds. Maybe
Good.
20.
So, and which episodes were those? You don't know. Of course you don't.
What were
You
the
just
names
know
of
that
those
they're all.
episodes?
You know that they're all 18, right? And I don't know how you know that
Did
either.
I say all?
Yeah, you said most.
Okay.
I mean, he did
No,
argue, he
they're not
did debate a
supposed to be
19-year-old.
Say that again.
He did debate a 19-year-old on whatever, about, I'd say 2 months ago.
Oh, was it 2 months ago?
But she was a political science student.
You should have sent me that link. I would have watched it. With
Yeah,
you.
I mean, it's on the Crucible clips.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it also backtrack to the full episode?
He debated with her and another feminist chick, and they had two 30-40 minute things with Brian as moderator, and then they did the show afterwards with the full panel. The same feminist girl went on with Rachel one of her 2 times.
Oh my gosh, I need to go watch that one then.
Yeah, but but Andrew is right. The general, like, if he's done like 20 whatevers, and there's like an aggregate age, and it'd be about 26 or 30.
Mm-hmm.
There was a 47-year-old. He got into it with a 47-year-old pilot in the last one, airline pilot.
I mean, he argues with a lot of people, including people in his chat. The couple of times that I went there, to me, it's to the point. It's like, how are you going to remember all that stuff? Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. That's all he does.
Argue with the whole world.
Yeah, but I mean, like, as I recall, like, these weren't just, these were like smart girls. You know what I mean? And they were like arguing with Andrew, who's a better debater, will make them better debaters in the future. It's not, how do you have to start somewhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody has to start somewhere, myself included. Yes.
Well, you're doing very well then.
Not in fact, no.
What has been the no? You sound like an expert on this. What has been the average age of women that you've argued with?
20s, 30s.
20s to 30s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So 25. That's been the average age.
I don't know if I would put the number there somewhere between, I don't know, in the 20s, probably 22 to 26, and then in the 30s, probably, I don't know. I couldn't give you the exact average, but most of them are not 18. That I can tell you.
Okay. Next is
no, hang on. Let's back up for a second.
What are we backing up to?
I just want to make sure that I clarify this. That when you run around claiming that I'm only out there debating 18-year-old girls, that you're fucking lying, right?
I didn't say only.
Oh, no. You did on your yesterday's stream. If you'd like the clip, we'll pull the clip. But what you said specifically, Based, was he's raising money so that he can go out and argue with 18-year-old girls. That's all he does. Why did you say that, Based?
Again, didn't say only.
Mean dumb bimbos?
Based, why are you making those wild-ass accusations and you know that they're not true? Why do you do that?
I didn't make any wild ass.
Yeah. It seems like a wild accusation, just like the wild accusation that I make. Hang on, back up. It's my turn. I just went through the cross-examination. Yeah, I just went through your cross-examination. Why is it that you make the wild accusations about my wife's teeth? Why do you make the wild accusations about hundreds of thousands per year? Why do you make the wild accusations about 18-year-olds? You've made the wild accusation now that when it comes to abortion, I celebrated abortion. You have not shown a single shred of proof for even one of these allegations, Based. Not one.
Yeah, I disagree. So
you disagree? Can you show me one of the pieces
Andrew,
of evidence or proofs that you've shown? Can you show me?
I've explained my positions. You've explained yours, and people can decide whatever they want to, Andrew.
Okay.
So with that said,
it just seems to me just a lot of clout chasing, but most people in the space are doing that because there's people who are arguably larger names than others. So everybody's just kind of clout chasing to me.
I think you're right.
you made the wild accusation that
you got to get noticed somehow, right?
I'm a backbiter because you disagreed with my points.
No, you're a backbiter because you said in your DMs that you really look up to me and you really look up to my wife and you think we're doing great work and you think we're great people. And then I believe that was the second. Now, don't quote the dates, but I'll pull up the DMs here in a second if I need to. But it was only within 2 weeks that you had suddenly had this massive change of heart and you were talking shit. And so, of course, a guy who comes in and kisses my ass and sucks up to me like you did, and you did kiss my ass, and it was like over the top, the ass kissing too. Oh, you're one of the best I've seen. It's one of my dreams to debate with you. It's one of my dreams to do this. You were a big time ball washer. And then what happened is, like you decided,
mercy.
Fuck that Andrew guy. I think I can get a little bit more in the way of clout and clicks by joining team. Hang on. Let me finish my point. By joining team, I hate Andrew. Okay,
so you think that's what it is?
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish my point. So you kind of join this little counter industry, and that's fine. There's always going to be a counter industry for a streamer that's at my profile. I understand that you're going to be a part of that, But the thing is, Base is like, yeah, you were a fucking ball washer, bro. And you need to admit that you were a ball washer, that you were kissing my ass. And then he flipped. He did a total 180 because I couldn't get back to you in time. That's it. That's it. That's the whole thing.
So with that said, Andrew,
Mhm.
no, explain to me why disagreeing with points that you have made specifically, right? Doing a stream, reviewing one of your videos, that you didn't just approach to argue your points or to tell me where I was wrong.
I did. You threw me off the stream.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I came in the stream. I was ready to argue. You threw me off the stream.
Okay. Did you come in good faith?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't come in and say, you fucking idiots.
That's still in good faith. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's throwing ad hominem right off.
That's
the
not
bat.
an ad hom.
Explain.
You know,
Okay,
do you know,
prove-
okay.
prove.
Yeah, I'll prove it. Do you know what an ad hominem is?
It's an attack.
Nope, it's not an
No,
attack.
it's not an attack.
And that's why I think you're stupid, because you don't know what these things are. You don't even know your
Okay,
basic
let's hear
fallacy.
the definition for ad hominem.
Yeah, so an ad hominem is when you're not addressing any arguments and only attacking the person.
Okay.
So
And
if I
that
say,
is
for
not
instance,
calling me an
so
idiot?
if I say, for instance, Based Oracle is so fucking stupid he didn't know what an ad hom was. That's not an ad hominem.
And can you tell us what an ad hominem is?
I just did. I
That was the
literally
full-
just
That was
did.
the full definition?
What do you? Yeah, that's. I mean, it's as close as you need to the full definition. Sure.
Okay.
Pull it
Mine
up.
is attacking the opponent personally rather than the argument.
Right, so if you attack the
coming in
argument
and
and the
attacking
person
me
is fine.
personally, calling me a fucking
Nope,
idiot.
I attacked your
retard.
argument and called you a fucking idiot.
Well, how is it attacking an argument by calling somebody a fucking idiot? How does that
Because
address an
I'll
argument?
I'll
Where was
explain
the
it to
argument?
you. I'll explain
In
it
fact,
to you.
what was the argument, Andrew?
I'll
What
explain
was
it to
the
you.
argument that you were attacking?
Yeah. So I'll explain it to you. Okay. One more time. If I say Based Oracle is so fucking stupid he didn't know what an ad hominem was, that's not an ad hominem. That's not an attack.
Okay, but that if did not happen, Andrew. So I'm asking you, when you
What do you
hopped in
mean
my
if it
live
just
stream,
happened?
what was the argument that you called me a fucking idiot when you first
Oh, I
hopped in?
don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember?
Yeah.
But then how do you remember that it's not an ad hominem?
Because I remember that what happened when I did come in and called you a fucking idiot was I was trying to address your argument and then you threw me off.
Right. So that's how you address arguments, by calling people names, making personal attacks.
I only will include.
And do you
personal
remember what
attack that's
happened
true.
after that, Andrew?
Yeah, you
That
threw me
I
off.
ended up muting you because you couldn't stop spurging. And
That
then I
wasn't
let you-
spurging. That was just me
well,
talking.
you were spurging.
That was just me talking. You just lost
So
your
you were
fucking mind.
talking at regular volume. You weren't calling me names. You were
Bro,
addressing arguments.
you kept muting me. There, I had no choice but to raise my
well,
voice.
yes, no, actually, you did have a choice. You came on my platform to come and spurg out.
Because
That's
you were
why
talking
you got
shit.
muted.
So wait a second. So let me get this right. Your initial criticism is Andrew. I can't believe that instead of coming and taking it up with me directly, which you tried to do, you came on and you took it up with me directly, and then I threw you off.
No,
That's
you did
your
not come in
actual.
with
That's
good
your actual.
faith. No,
No, it
it's
wasn't bad
actually
faith.
not. No, you came in slinging.
You know what?
names,
Base,
right?
what does bad faith mean? What does it mean?
It means with deceptive intentions.
No.
No.
What does it
No.
mean?
Well, I just told you.
That's what bad faith means.
That's what it means to me.
Deceptive intentions. So if I call you a fucking idiot and I
It's
believe
true.
it, then that means I don't have deceptive intentions, right?
Well, I suppose if you do not, but I know that you know that's.
So wait
not
a
true.
second. So Base, just to get this right, if I call you a fucking idiot and I'm not trying to deceive you, I really think you're a fucking idiot. That's not bad faith, right,
Well,
Base?
it's ad hominem. Doesn't necessarily
It's-
mean it's bad.
No.
faith.
But you said I was bad faith.
Well,
You said
were
that was
bad
in.
faith.
You said that was in bad faith. I
Well, it
literally
wasn't
think.
bad faith.
No, I'm going
It
to tell you,
wasn't bad
Base.
faith.
Base, I'm going to tell you the truth,
Mhm.
and this is what I honestly believe. I honestly think you're fucking stupid. That's not being bad faith. That's me being completely
You
and
don't,
rigorously
you don't
honest.
think I'm stupid. There's another lie for Andrew. Was that the 12th
I
lie of
think
the
you're
night?
very fucking stupid.
No, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, no, Base,
That's
I
a
really
cop-out.
do.
So let's get back to the
Base, I
argument.
really do.
No. I
I'm
know
not
that you
kidding.
really don't. I get it, Andrew. With that, getting back to the actual argument. So you don't know what your argument was, but you came in calling names, and you somehow are going to convince everyone that that was in good faith,
Mhm.
simply because I muted you when you couldn't shut the fuck up.
You claimed-
when you didn't know where you were.
Yeah, you claimed
Because
it's
you
bad
weren't on
faith.
your platform. You were on my platform.
Bro, you claimed
I
it's bad faith.
unmuted you. I unmuted you
Mhm.
so that we could proceed
Mhm.
in good faith.
Yeah, but
Not
that's weird.
not in dirty debating tactics,
that's super
including
weird.
ad
This is a debate
hominem,
tactic.
Andrew.
yeah, this is a
including
debate
that.
tactic. This is a debate tactic. Your actual definition of bad faith was deceptive practices. So if I came in, I've just told you that I actually believe you're fucking stupid.
Well,
But
actually,
hang on,
that's
if
not what I
came
said,
in-
Andrew. Well, you're
Then what is it?
misrepresenting.
Okay, then
Did
what
I
is
say? Did I say bad practices?
deceptive?
Or did I say deceptive practices?
Yeah. I mean,
I thought I
paraphrasing,
said
but yeah.
deceptive intentions.
Okay, just same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Okay, what's the
Andrew.
semantic distinction?
How is practice the same as intention?
Well,
really, you're going to play this word game here and
yeah,
now?
well, I mean, I
But I'm the
assume-
idiot, and you don't know the
Yeah,
difference
I think
between
you are.
practice
I don't.
and
What is-
intentions.
what's the
No,
semantic
hold on,
distinction?
hold on. Andrew doesn't know the difference between the
Yeah.
word practice
I don't
and
know the way.
intentions.
the way
So
that you're using them, I
practice
don't.
would be an action, Andrew.
Okay, and then what's the
You-
intention? Is that not an action?
Well, the intention would be your
silly.
thought process.
So I'm sorry, thinking's not an action.
Thinking is an action?
Oh,
That's
okay.
your
Well, then you
claim?
just got blown out, you fucking idiot.
No,
That's why I think
so
you're
a
stupid.
question to you is
That's why I
getting
think you're
blown
dumb.
out? Who do you think that worked on here?
You just answered. Here's what
Who
you
do you
just
think
said.
that actually
You
worked
just said that you just said there is a semantic distinction.
It
the
is,
semantic
and you're saying
distinction is
intentions are actions.
Bro, it's my turn. You said one is an action and the other one is not. And then when I had you clarify, you said both of them are actions.
No, I did not say that.
Oh, okay.
I
So
literally asked you, but you jumped your gun, right? You
Oh.
released your load a little too quick, Andrew.
I did,
Because
huh?
I simply asked you. I said it is,
Oh,
and then
God.
you preemptively said, "Oh, look, I won." You don't know the
No,
difference
no,
either
you-
between a
Sexual
question and a
inadequacy.
You said-
statement. I said.
Inadequacy.
you said it.
That's amazing.
You said it.
At each
Are
other
you
now.
the ultimate debater?
Yeah, you just got wrecked. It was easy.
Well, I guess if
Should
you
we
say
still
so,
get around?
guess
I
got
do say
wrecked.
so.
Well,
You should go back and review it. It was really bad.
Say that one more time.
Should these two get a room?
I mean, kind of. I think they're turning each other on. Look at Base.
You
He's got
release too soon? I mean,
the
hello.
baby look on his face, and Andrew's got that. Let's do it.
The sexual tension here, or what?
I know. I'm about to cut it with a knife, man. Dear God. Sexual inadequacy jokes. I mean, puns of this, insults. It's testosterone. That's okay. Whatever.
It was really bad. You said that there's a semantic distinction. Then when asked, you said that there isn't one. That's really bad. It's a performative
No, I
contradiction.
actually didn't say that. So here you
You
are
did.
lying because
No,
I
it
asked
wasn't a
you,
lie.
and you're saying that's
No.
a statement.
Not a lie.
So
You
I guess
literally said
so
that, bro.
this is the depths of Andrew's manipulation. That when I don't like your question, I will then repose it as you made a statement. Because clearly I did not make a statement. I posed a question.
When there's an entailment, and I'm gonna give you this one for free. When there's an
Wait,
entailment
you were
of your
charging me for
logic,
the others?
For free.
when there's an entailment of your logic, okay, which means if I ask you, okay, for instance, do you wear a shirt, right? And you say, yes, I do wear a shirt, right? And I say, okay, do you pull it over your head? And you say, yeah. And I say, well, then I don't really understand the distinction of you pull it over your head and I'm wearing it. Seems like it's the same thing. The semantic distinction, what is it? And you say, well, it's the same thing.
Probably.
Then there's no semantic distinction here. I don't understand what it is. This is your worldview being criticized. There's an entailment there, and you don't really know what that means. What an entailment is.
I don't.
You don't.
Okay.
And that's why I think you're fucking stupid.
I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I've always thought that. To be honest with you, like I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm just saying I've always thought that.
I don't believe you.
I know that you don't want to,
God.
but I've always thought so.
Well, I actually don't care whether or not you think I'm stupid or not.
I've
I just
always-
don't believe that you believe that statement.
I've
But you can
listen,
say it's a placate to your audience.
I've
Look,
always
I
thought
wrecked
so.
him. I got caught in several lies, but I
You never got
wrecked
caught
him.
in one. You never showed proof for
Really?
anything. You have
Okay.
still not shown
Well,
single
here's the
shred of
thing.
evidence.
When you back down off your word, right? And
Which is what?
Oh, well, for instance,
Mhm.
I am not out here promoting Christianity. Well, I guess I am technically.
Oh, you mean tangentially? Yeah, I don't know how that proves I'm a grifter. I don't get that. Can you explain how that makes me a grifter? I've asked you that like 15 times.
I laid it out several times.
Yeah, lay it out again.
Represent to your audience, not exclusively your audience, but anyone who watches you, whether or not they're considered your community. But
Mhm.
when you lay out a foundation, even if it is covert, even if you do go on and say,
Based, if you're still out there, honey, it's considered a hustle. It's part of the hustle, not necessarily the grift, because the grift would arguably be ending up with, like a bait and a switch in a sales transaction, or
And it's a crime.
yeah, you're getting shorted in something that you're in transactional views. But a hustle can be a ideology. It could be anything, just to get you to believe what I want you to believe, and then dance to the tune that I want you to dance. That's the difference.
well, no,
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I'm just an entertainer. I'm
Mhm.
not promoting Christianity. Yet you also give them the perception that they're going to be fighting back against degeneracy by promoting you, by sending you in money, time, attention.
Mhm.
That right there, therein lies the grift.
What's
it
the
is the
grift?
distinction between reality and the perception that you give off to the onlookers.
I don't understand though where the grift portion comes in. First of all, let's
Well,
see
that
if we
is the
can
grift.
let's see
You
if we
wanna
can establish what is a grift.
Lionheart Media. Pretty much anyone who makes any money at all on YouTube is called a grifter these days. I'm noticing that seems to be the trend.
Yeah, he's correct.
From your perspective, what is grifting?
So the definition of grifting, what it means?
To
Okay,
you.
so I suppose we should have set this from the beginning, but used to describe someone who engages in petty or small-scale swindling or deceit. Grifters typically employ tricks, frauds, or confidence games to exploit others, often persuading their victims to part with their money or property under false pretenses. And lastly, the essence of a grifter's
Tyrone, I did mention that there's a transactional thing that's going on between the two. So I think I do, unless I need to go back to school myself.
But based on the definition, Andrew, we've done that.
No, there hasn't been any transactional anything just yet. Not yet. I mean, give them time. I don't know.
Like you taking money for false pretenses. He
Yeah, exactly.
had donations of money to go on the Fresh and Fit show, and he went on the Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, I agree with you.
To manipulate and deceive using charm, persuasion, or outright lies to achieve their ends.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question then. If you think that me tangentially being a Christian means that I'm grifting because you think that I'm misrepresenting myself, is that correct?
Wait, say that again?
Are you saying that I'm misrepresenting myself and that's what the grift is?
No, I'm saying that you're misrepresenting to your audience what they are getting out of you.
Okay, got it. And what do you think one of those things are? That what is the thing that I'm misrepresenting?
So you want to beat a dead horse?
Yeah, I'm still confused about the point. I'm not gonna lie.
So you're misrepresenting in terms that when the time makes sense for you, when the situation makes sense, you will promote yourself. You will say the things to make others believe that you are here doing God's work in a sense, that you are promoting Eastern Orthodoxy Christianity, not just to your audience, but in terms of what I think is described as Christian nationalism.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the other end, things that we already talked about, where the rubber meets the road, for instance, the other side, which is anytime you're pressed on specific points, it seems to fall back on you pushing away the idea that you're promoting Christianity and moving to the idea that you're just an entertainer.
Okay, I think I got it. It's kind of long-winded, but I think I got it. So let me just make sure I get this correct. Would you say, and do you promote to your audience that you're honest?
I don't think so.
Ugh.
Okay.
I mean, I do my best to be as honest as possible.
No, I mean, but you don't promote to your audience that you're honest?
Well, if my audience
Mercy.
asks who I am, what I tell them is I'm a piece of shit.
You
I agree
do?
with your audience.
Alright.
Oh, I mean, I agree with what you say to your audience.
Sir, don't ever say stuff like that.
That's not
We're
good.
being recorded. No, God. Oh, all right.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't promote yourself as being honest, so there's no reason I should trust anything you say, because you, by your own admission, aren't honest, and you're a piece of shit.
Well, because I think it's about the message, Andrew.
And what's your message?
Well, the message is the idea that we can better ourselves.
Yeah,
And what
that's
that
your message,
actually-
that you can better yourself?
Yeah, well, I mean, it goes further than that, but that's the predominant one.
I don't get, so you don't even so here's the thing, right? If you're saying to me, Andrew, I think that you misrepresent yourself, your audience is so stupid they don't understand that you're actually misrepresenting yourself and this and that, why would they ever take your word for it if you're not an honest person, based?
Well, nobody needs to take my word for anything.
So let me ask you a question. If we shouldn't believe you because by your own admission you don't consider yourself to be honest, right? Then should we assume that you're lying about everything you said tonight?
You can assume whatever you want. Andrew.
Should we? If somebody comes to you and says,
I don't know. That's a personal decision.
if somebody comes to you and tells you that they're not honest, should you believe them?
If somebody comes to me and says that they are not honest,
Yeah, should
I
you believe them?
Oh, I think it depends on context. But
I mean, should we believe you when you say that you're not honest?
Well,
Should-
here's the thing. I
we
believe
believe you?
somebody more who comes to me and says they're honest than somebody who promotes the idea that they never lie.
Gentlemen,
I don't
Yeah,
believe them.
So great, but I got to ask again, if somebody comes to you and says, I'm a dishonest piece of shit, which is what you just said. You just said,
I did
tell
not say that.
you did, well, it's an entailment. I know you don't like that word, but it's an entailment. There's an entailment of when I ask, do you tell your audience you're honest? You say, no, that means you're dishonest. That's the entailment. It can't be
Because I don't say
either.
something means that I'm dishonest.
No, if you don't say that you're honest, it means you're dishonest.
So
could
do you
be
tell
in-
your audience that
how
you're
can you be in-
honest?
yeah.
Okay, do you do?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
I'm
when's
honest.
the last time you told your audience that you were honest?
I'll tell them right now. I think I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm an
And
honest
that
guy.
makes you honest by saying that you're honest.
I mean, I'm not at least saying that I'm not, but let's assume for a second that all of them disagreed and they thought, nah, you're a fucking piece of shit lying scumbag. Fair enough. But my question to you still remains, would you ever believe anybody who came to you and said, I'm not honest and I'm a piece of shit? Would you ever believe a word that they said?
Didn't I already answer this question?
I would like you to answer it directly,
5-minute
yes or
warning,
no.
guys.
Yeah, so I already answered it.
Yeah, please answer it again. If you came,
I think that somebody who has the forthrightness to say that they are not honest, at least is being honest about saying that. Whereas somebody who is coming around saying, like you just now to your audience, I'm honest.
yeah, I think I'm
to
honest.
me, that's deceptive.
So then everybody's a liar? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I do think most people are liars. Yeah.
Including you? Including you, right?
Oh, but
Oh, it's so fun to do this. So I just want to make sure I got this right. You're a dishonest piece of shit. Nobody should believe you. Got it.
I mean, I don't believe
Maybe
in
froze up.
either one.
We're also operable. Gentlemen, we have about 5 minutes left till we hit that 2-hour mark. We can go ahead and wrap things up and do closing statements, or if
Yeah,
you feel like
God,
you have
please.
to get out, we
Alright,
can
yeah.
do so as well. It's between the two of you. I don't mind either way.
Yeah, I'm good to wrap up.
Andrew?
No, yeah, I'd like to complete the debate. The last 5 minutes. I'm not
Oh, yes,
not ready
yes,
to
we
wrap.
still
Yeah, I'm
have
not
the
ready to
five-
wrap up yet.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
still
I
have
would
the
like-
5 minutes. It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
would
way-
like to get back into this idea. So the thing is again, so this is me once again being maximum charitable. I'm sure you'll go up on your stream later. It wasn't charitable, but this is again me being maximum charitable. Okay, you realize that when we're talking in the comments, right? When a
In the
person's
what?
the comments,
I don't
meaning
know what that means.
okay, so you could say that legalese has its own terminology and words, which means different things than the philosophical version of the word, and that has a different meaning than the common use of the word. So when I just say the commons, I'm saying outside of like specific medical terminology for the word, legal terminology for the word, or philosophical terminology for the word, this is the way that the word is commonly used. That's what that means.
Ugh,
Does that make sense?
does he
Okay,
have like
so
some kind
by
of a
society, when you
legal
say commonly
background?
used-
Yeah, that would be a fine way to say it.
Okay,
right? In the commons.
but to understand correctly, I mean that could vary from place to place, correct?
Yeah, I would agree. So
It's like
So New
debate
York would
stuff.
be different
you
in
know,
Texas,
it's-
but nonetheless, your interpretation of
Yeah.
common usage of the word. Okay.
yeah. So I don't
But
think, for
I
instance,
know what
there's
he
gonna be too
means.
much
It's
deviation
like,
in what
it
cool
is
means if
legal
we're
as
using
well.
it in the. It's not cold outside. but,
medical
hey, that thing is
jargon,
cool.
you know,
I think that
insurance
people in Texas and
jargon.
people in New York use it basically the same way. You would agree, right?
Yeah. When
Yeah,
it comes to
okay.
that word.
Yeah,
Although
there's
there's other words that probably.
I agree with that
sure.
too, but I'm just clarifying so that you understand what in the commons means. When somebody's saying in the commons, is that guy a liar? I don't think that they're actually saying something like, does that guy ever tell a white lie, right? Does he ever say that, his wife doesn't look fat in that dress? Or is he saying that, does he compliment people maybe out of turn where it's dishonest a little bit or something like this, so he doesn't create waves? I don't think that that's what they mean when they say liar. I think what they mean when they say that word specifically is that person's not to be trusted, right? That person's not to be trusted. And I think you would agree that that's probably what most people in the comments think. So I'm going to maximum charitable again. I'm going to throw it back to you, Based. Knowing that in the commons is how that's used. Should people trust you?
People should not trust me any more than you.
Okay. All right.
Would we like to begin with our closing
Yeah, I'm
statement?
fine with that now. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Andrew, you have the first. If you'd like to go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, the theme of the whole debate, I could have really been a dick and just said, well, there's no proof, so who gives a shit? But instead, I still wanted to engage. I actually did want to know what these like kind of vast, overwhelming criticisms were. There just really weren't any. It was kind of more along the lines of,
This debate was a total bust and a total flop. I was really waiting to hear something juicy. And
I agree.
Yeah, I gotta
very
meet this guy.
emotional, very I just don't like your character and who you are, and no very solidified anything that brings any evidence or consequence to it whatsoever, unfortunately.
Agreed.
What do you think, Trippy?
I'm sliding over. I
That's
gotta
what
meet
you-
this Andrew guy. I gotta get on a panel with him so I can call him all the things I want to call him right now.
Big Papa Fascist.
Big Papa Junos. Oops.
Juno.
No, Genos. I said Genos for sure.
Don't talk about God's people like that. Let's not go there, shall we? Let's-
Looks like a fucking rat. That's what I see. I see a rat with a beard. I see a little rat with a beard, and some squirrely little skinny fuck with his little dick. I gotta watch my language. I haven't been streaming all day. I bet he's got his thing tucked between his legs every time somebody spooks him. Just
Five
runs away.
American tail, maybe, possibly.
It's like a tail between the legs, but in this case, it's about a half an inch long, and it's right up in there.
Oh my God.
This is the kind of guy that this is the kind of guy that I bet pisses on his own balls every time he goes to the bathroom.
Possibly, yes. He could.
And then he gets mad at it and he takes it out on his wife.
He's a grower, not a shower.
A grower, not a shower. What you mean? He gets up to an inch and a half, from an inch and a half to an inch and a half.
Here, let's watch just a few more minutes of their closing statements, just for a second, shall we? Let's hear this.
Tyrone agrees with me.
Let's listen to this dribble. Hold on.
well, there's some things you said. I didn't like your tone. You laughed at a girl, and it seemed like you took joy in tearing down the fact that she murdered a fucking child, blackmailed a guy. You had fun when you did that, and so that's what makes it bad.
Okay. So we're establishing he's a douchebag. Okay, all right, we got it.
Well, he ran over
He
the
couldn't show any
conversation.
proof of any of his claims. He made the claim that makes
Of course he did.
He ran
Of
over the whole
course.
thing. I bet this guy. I've never seen him in debate before because I on YouTube I ignore people who are annoying to me, and so I've never seen this guy debate. But I can almost guarantee, just on first viewing, that he does this to every single person he talks to.
Yes.
Acts like he knows more than them, and then anytime they throw a claim into his face, he tries to twist it and make it into a certain angle and spin it around so you can make them look like they don't know what they're talking about.
But that's what debaters do, honey.
Mm.
You can check him out. His Lauren Chen
formula.
one was good recently.
What I'm saying is, give me like one day to look into this Andrew guy's stuff, and I'll go onto a panel with him. I'll make him feel like he's a foot tall.
Oh my God, he probably is like a foot tall. I don't know how tall he is.
There's ones with him
Sounds
versus Destiny. You might want to check out.
Who? Destiny? What? Say that again.
I
He
don't know this
debated
short-
Destiny
Oh, he
Wow.
did. How long ago was that?
last year.
That's
I
another
need to
person I can't stand is Destiny.
Yeah, I know.
Or not so
The views and
erudite.
opinions, right, Shane? The views and opinions expressed by the Trippycast do not belong to that of.
Yeah. Thank you. Do watch what you say, okay? Don't get me into trouble. I'm just
N-
starting out. All right.
Right. Sorry.
Year, he never showed a single piece of proof of that ever. He just said it's all public information. Couldn't show you where the public information was. Couldn't show you any of this. Made the claim about my wife's teeth. Could never prove any of that. Yeah,
He was
in
so
fact,
offended
every
by that,
single
too.
claim that was brought up, he never showed a single.
Say that again.
He was so offended about his wife possibly having veneers.
He did seem a little upset about that, but it doesn't have any real bearing, though.
Very much,
on,
like
what's
very
really going
upset
on.
about it.
Say it again.
Very upset about it, in my opinion. Seemed like he was very taken aback by the statement that his wife may have veneers, which is like, dude, you know how many people have veneers? It's not even an insult. It's more like, hey, you got money.
Well, because technically he's attacking his family, so.
Well, I mean, it does
you
show.
wouldn't want somebody to attack your wife, would you?
Well, in this case, I think what Base was trying to do was show that the guy's got more money than he lets on.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
And that he's more into self-indulgence than he is the Bible.
Well, of
I
course.
can see
What's
right
that?
through this little rat
Hey,
man.
Buying teeth for your wife is not self-indulgent, is it?
No,
Maybe.
no. Buying teeth for somebody's not self-indulgent.
No,
but it
I'm talking
shows
about
that-
the incessant drinking and smoking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
but I'm sure you did that before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause he brought that up. Yeah, exactly.
No denying that one.
He's claiming he's one religion when he's not even trying to let go of addiction.
That's
But that's-
that's true, but
I don't know. Is he addicted? Is he addicted? Is he an alcoholic? I mean, have we seen any evidence of that?
I know
He
we-
may not be an
Not
alcoholic,
with him to know if he's a functioning alcoholic yet.
but instead of just saying, "Yeah, well, I'm addicted to cigarettes," he went with, "Well, cigarettes aren't always."
But hang on a second.
deadly."
There's nowhere in the Bible is there any mention of cigarettes. There's nothing about, as long as there's food on the table, he can smoke all he likes.
Well, just because it doesn't mention smoking doesn't mean that it, wants you.
Well,
to do
yeah, but I
packs a
mean,
day, right? Like he was saying.
Popes and I know priests who smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm
of
saying?
course. It's cigarettes. It's not like you're, lighting up a glass pipe. It's
Yeah.
cigarettes, but the Bible also doesn't mention crack, right?
No, it
Or
doesn't. But
cocaine.
it's also
No.
crack is also against the law. Cigarettes aren't.
No, but it
Yeah,
does talk about indulgence and gluttony, and those are all.
exactly. That's
trivial.
Yeah, but gluttony is about food.
It's about food, but you can be a glutton about many things if you think about it. Okay.
Yeah, you can be
Well,
gluttonous
yeah, I mean,
about drinking Coke Zero.
you mean like sex, or something? Because that's kind of lust, isn't it? I mean, and they're all on par. I'm just
Yeah,
saying it's a
all
different
on
thing.
par with that.
It's
Correct.
all addictions.
I mean, there's vanity, and then there's lust. What's the other one? Greed,
Agreed.
sloth, laziness. Well, that's mine.
That's yours. You you claimed that one, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm honest.
I'll claim that one too.
We love you.
I'll claim that one too, Shane.
Pride is the one, isn't it?
Yes. Pride.
Yeah, but,
which
like,
goes with
what's-
vanity.
What's really weird about it is you can be addicted to all those things, right? And isn't that a bad thing to be overindulging
No, it's not
in
a
every
good,
one of those?
Yeah, no. I'm not saying the addiction. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's not a religious thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying that you are saying
Yeah.
any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Andrew can't be an arsehole. I'm just saying Based. I seem to recall Based piling on a guy with mental health problems, and the guy ending up in the hospital. So there's that.
I've not done that. I should start.
Yeah. No, and
I'm joking. Not gonna start doing that.
I just think it's an envy thing here from Based. He just envies that Andrew's in this position and he's not. That seems to be it.
I just want to say that Star looks really good in red.
She does indeed. She always does.
Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. I don't have a whole lot of red anymore.
You're welcome.
We're all of us who are smaller content creators are obviously going to pull from the larger ones. So it's a little bit about chasing. It is what it is. I mean, no shame. Okay.
No, there is none.
No shame. But as far as using, Christians are supposed to be perfect and all of that. No, none of us are.
No.
Cast the first stone those who be without sin. We all fall short. That's what it says. We all fall short of the glory of God. Period. Or not. But if you're going to go around and pound people over the head with the Bible and claim this and claim that, well, then I guess you better start walking the walk.
If you are, let's just say you're a prostitute, right? And you say, I'm just saying, let's just say hypothetically, you're a prostitute, and you say that Jesus was okay with prostitution. That's not true.
No.
He said, you're forgiven your sin. Now go and sin no more.
Go and sin no more. Correct.
Yeah, he was
Do you know
okay
what I'm
with
saying?
Yes.
He was okay with at least one prosty.
Well, don't say Mary Magdalene because that's
No.
a sort of fight.
Don't go there.
I just say he was okay with like one. That's
It
cool.
was, yes, and you know why? Because
Yeah, 'cause she
she
changed
was
her ways.
because she genuinely believed,
And
Yeah.
she wanted
because
to
she was
change.
genuinely
Right.
sorry for what had happened, and she
Right.
had genuinely turned her life around.
Yeah.
And he saved her life.
Exactly. And it probably taught Jesus a little lesson there too. Like, hey,
She,
or not taught him a lesson.
yeah,
but,
it wasn't. She,
you know what I'm
didn't
saying.
She sort of was crying so much she bathed his feet with tears or something, and
And her
they
hair.
tried to cast her out.
She used
he
her
was
hair
like,
and washed the feet
Yeah.
of Christ. Yes.
and he defended her in front of the Pharisees, wasn't it?
Yes.
There's a great.
Thank
do
you,
you
sir.
remember Anne Bancroft played her in the 70s version? Do you remember the Jesus of Nazareth from the 70s?
I don't remember. Don't get mad.
Oh, she was great. Anne Bancroft was in it.
Okay. Send me that.
And lots of people were in it. Ian Holm. He died. He was in Lord of the Rings and all that. Robert Powell played Jesus. He was brilliant. It's a 9-hour movie, by the way.
9 hours.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
like it covers. And remember Olivia Hussey?
No,
she played
why?
Juliet in the 60s Romeo and Juliet. Remember, she was 13 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
She played Mary.
I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to rewatch some of this.
It's really good,
watched
isn't it?
it for the first time.
I think there's like
Did honestly?
it was. I think Ian McShane plays Judas.
Did he?
Remember Ian McShane from like Deadwood and all that, and from the John Wick movies?
Hold on, Ian McShade.
He plays Winston in the John Wick movies.
Sadly, haven't seen the John Wick movies myself yet.
Oh, they're very good.
Ah,
I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
I've
mean-
been ignoring them. I don't need to.
It's great action, especially the
Mhm.
first one.
oh yes, I remember him. Yeah, I love Ian
Yeah,
McShade.
he
Yeah,
plays
he's a good
Judas.
actor. Good actor.
I'll send you a couple of clips, but he's Robert Powell was brilliant as Jesus.
Like I was saying in the chat, when it came to this argument, it just seemed like Andrew's Is this Andrew? It's Andrew, right?
Yeah,
Andy?
it's Andrew. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just have to think Andy Worski when I look at him. He's going for the I know how to emotionally set off Based Oracle, or at least he's attempting to. And Based Oracle's trying to ask questions, and he never seems to have gotten a single straight answer. the entire
Well,
time.
actually, you know, when he was debating Destiny, like he figured out how to make Destiny get angry, and then he did it every time.
Did he?
Yeah. Now it took several. They debated each other several times, but by the last time he had Destiny figured out, and he absolutely destroyed him.
I kind of want to know what the tactic was now.
Never,
Not
you know,
too hard.
Destiny. He speaks really fast,
Mhm.
and when he answers, if you interrupt him when he's trying to speak really fast and just ask him to stick to one point, he gets very annoyed. He needs to finish the sentence, and if you don't let him, he goes ballistic.
What was that question?
Oh.
Mm. Well,
No, he said you get the aim vibe too. Yeah, yeah.
Destiny we give him an answer, he'll try to give you like a fucking half a book before he's finished, you know?
Yes, sir, he will. I think I might already know how to piss off Andrew, but I'll see.
You mean attack his way he conducts his family life and whatnot?
Oh no, I can't tell you.
Yeah, I might have already figured it out though.
Single piece of proof. And here's the
Let's
thing.
listen
Remember,
to it
let's
for
go all the
1
way back to
second,
my
and then
intro.
we'll move on.
What did I say? And I'm going to read it for you right this second. What I said was that here, I'm sorry, let me back up just for a second. I just want to make sure I get this right. He will instead try to question me as though it's my job to give him his proof. It's pretty funny how this always works. I said, so people that understand my position is that boring orator over here is just going to be a run-of-the-mill seething idiot. And like most haters, will come to the table today with no proof of any of their claims. And guess what? No proof. Zero proof. Not any. Not a single shred. Not a clip. Nothing. You know what is funny? Is that still, in the spirit of good faith, I brought proof. I brought proof of my claims. I brought clips, right? I brought quotes. I brought everything. I brought real significant proof that this guy has lied tons of times publicly about me. And then I even got him to admit that you shouldn't trust him because he says you shouldn't trust him. He says he's dishonest. He says he's a liar. He says that even in the comments, I gave him like the best way out. I said, I can just give you a common definition, which can encompass white lies. And I don't think that that's what people mean when they say liar. I gave him like this big olive branch to pull him out of that. And he still said, no, people shouldn't trust me. That's fucking insane. It's insane. And this guy's seething at me. Now you all see how insane it is. He sees make video after video after video. And the reason he sees and makes video after video is because he wakes up wild conjecture in his brain and he can't prove any of it. He can never fucking prove it. And I've been sitting here waiting for the proof. I've asked him for the proof. I wouldn't let him move on until he gave me the proof, and he can never give me any proof. Right? So here's the thing, Base. You got your debate. You got wrecked, but you knew that was going to happen. So the thing is like, how about in the future, you just don't make these fucking ridiculous claims and you won't look so fucking stupid. It's not that hard. Just don't make stupid claims. I've never done anything to you, ever. Never done anything bad to you, ever, even one time. You've become one of these seething, maggot, ankle-biting haters. Just stop. Just stop doing it. It's a bad look. And with that, I'll yield the rest of my time.
Thank you, Andrew. Base to you.
Cool. So here's my final statement. I've asserted on many occasions that the more power one has, in particular where it comes to power of influence, the more responsible for that power one is. The failings of us as a society to hold accountable those whom abuse their power has resulted in the Wild West spirit of politicians, whom for the most part should be locked away for the many crimes that they've committed upon we the people, yet are rewarded with money and detention. At a lower level than politicians, yet still relevant, is the social media influencers, which have their effects on society and culture as we see today. We have a generation of lost men and women desperately looking for leadership, love, and detention. As Brian from Whatever would unironically say, we need to do better. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. And if we could entertain to get to the super chats from the evening. And Andrew, I know a lot of them are coming over on your end. If you want to, you probably have a 100,000 of them over there. I know how your chat gets lit. So if you could be somewhat selective to them throughout this process, just for time purposes. But
yeah, I'll only read the ones that have come in. There have been a ton of them have come in tonight, $100 and over. They're really pissed off at me being such a grifter. It's terrible. They keep on, for some reason, falling for the grift, though, and sending in these massive $100 donos. It's fucking nuts. I don't know why they're so stupid based. I don't know why they're so dumb. I don't know why they don't know they shouldn't do that.
It sounds like you're seething a little bit, Andrew.
I'm glad. I think
Really
it's fucking
does.
hilarious.
He's more pissed off about this
I mean,
than
it's
anybody
really funny.
in the
It's really
room.
funny.
I
But
thought
he
we
knows
were
he's
going
on
to sing
camera.
Kumbaya and hug this out.
Gotta get a smile.
You've both had your time. Let's move into
Get a
the super
smile
chats,
while he thinks about
and hopefully
whatever
we
he's
can
thinking
all
about.
laugh through these because they were pretty funny actually.
You see the veins
Starting
in
in
his
with Don
forehead,
Juan
don't
coming
lie.
in. Let the show begin. A red pill is not praxeology. It's on based LFG. I think you'll do well. Glenn, you agreed with based when Andrew came to the stream. Grid 1, you can have morality without religion. You dumb. All right, that's to Grid 1. Don't forget the red
Most
pill is not
atheists claim that.
praxeological. Oops.
really can't.
Glenn, did you read Aquinas yet? We love Don Juan. He comes in
Yeah,
with some
she's just
silly
reading
stuff.
super
All
chats.
right, here we go. Intel's
Yeah.
Wild for the $5 comes in. Team Crucible here. Let's go, Andrew. Based Orifice doesn't stand a chance. Fair enough.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna
Let's
call him that.
go, Andrew. Team Crucible here. Thank you, Intel. This is going to be round
Tyrone.
1 knockout. The Clue channel coming in for the Bratty Tomato Fund. Yes, we are. We all take donos for the Bratty Tomato Fund. It's a big one for us, for my daughter. So just know all of your super chats are going in for a good cause.
I heard her little girl is sick,
Vegas
isn't she?
Vips, just a keen observation. Andrew
think she's
Wilson smokes heavily
11.
when he's nervous in a state of rage.
Yeah, but she
quit.
has
Also,
some
his tone is
chronic
beta-ish
condition.
in articulation.
Oh,
And
is
you too,
it?
Andrew?
We
Yeah,
talked about that
That's
when
a-
I was on there.
That's unfortunate. I don't know
that's why
what's
she
going
doesn't
on.
stream as regularly as she would like, I think.
Mm.
She looked after herself, you know.
That's why she gets up and stuff too. A lot of the times.
Yeah, and her,
Pretty
yeah.
sure I know.
her,
what it
grand,
is,
her
but I'm not
parents,
gonna,
her
like,
mom helped. I
say it.
think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure I know what's up, but I'm not gonna like go.
Yeah, I'm not
"Hey,
gonna
what's
ask.
this?"
You know, I just
Yeah,
it's
or even
serious
ask.
stuff.
It's like it's cool.
Yeah,
you
but
don't wanna
but
tell
there is a
someone.
fun, you know, if anyone wants to. It's just, you know.
There's also a fund called School of Thought, and you guys should give money to that
Yeah,
fund
please.
because that fund can help. It can help a big booby lady.
It could. Thank you. I do have a donation link if you feel like it. If not, you know.
Stars looking to get some add-ons, some implants, and then she's gonna be
I don't
What?
need it. But
she's
yeah,
gonna be a
There you
quadruple
are.
Z cup. She's gonna be a
No,
quadruple Z
Star
cup.
should stay natural.
I'm gonna stay natural for now. No plastic surgery anywhere just yet. But give me time.
Mother Nature knows
No.
best.
Yeah, no bike pumps.
No pumps. What?
No bike pumps. No
bike-
bike pump. And
Yeah,
those-
we don't. Yeah.
Is that
sorry.
like, is that like
I'm a
a
card-
Austin Powers Swedish pumping
Remember,
joke, is it?
I'm a cartoon. Okay.
I'm feeling like a Z cup today. Let me just turn the air on. Pump, 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 pump. No, I'm just kidding. No, I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Just a little.
I'd never be able to get anywhere at that point. Fall over.
What if you did helium? Then I could, like,
I would
Oracle shows
float
proof.
like the Goodyear blimp. Thank you.
There
Crucible.
was
Anything
a
you based on that
European
one?
chick, porn
Okay.
star, and she got them done so big
General-
that she actually died because of them.
Really?
Yeah, she fell asleep and rolled over on her back, and they smothered her.
Oh,
Her name was Lolo
Jesus.
Ferrari.
Lola and you know
her
this.
name
do
was
you?
Lola.
Was
Lola.
this-
Yeah, no,
Ferrari.
I just know it was on the news because like there were
Right.
no these were like gigantic. You know, these were like
gigantic.
you needed
Right,
help
right.
to get around. You know.
Can we do the
I love the accent coming through on that one.
who did that song that I was just thinking of?
Barry Manilow.
Yeah, can we do the Barry Manilow song, but make it about
Her
Lola
name was
Ferrari?
Lola. She was a showgirl
Lola Ferrari.
with the yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She did meringue. Sorry.
Merengue.
I was gonna say keep going. Maybe the viewership.
I don't
will,
actually. I know
go
the
with.
song. I don't know the words.
His name was
Uncle
it
Guns is a huge Barry Manilow fan. Say it, Uncle
the
Guns.
hottest spot north of Atlanta?
Copyright claim. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no,
You
I don't
usually
feel
don't
bad
get
for
those for
singing
singing.
it, right?
Yeah, you can sing a little. Yeah, it's what do you call it?
No, you can like sing full songs. It's just as long as you don't have the beat and stuff in the background.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the music, isn't it?
Usually.
Yeah,
That's
and-
why like nowadays you can get claims for playing commercials. It didn't used to be like that on YouTube. You could play all the
you know that-
commercials you wanted.
You know the way they made classical music public domain? They're still suing over that, though.
Yeah,
Or
and
they're still
YouTube will
claiming
still claim you.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
That
Movies
is
too.
crazy.
Movies too, man. You know,
Yeah,
like movies made in
Public
the
domain.
40s and 50s are still considered under a YouTube copyright, which isn't a real.
Yep.
Anyways, we can get into those semantics later.
Yeah, the YouTube system is nuts. fair
Yeah,
use.
nice
They
smacking my
always
knee on the desk again.
Well, it depends on who holds the copyrights, the publishing and stuff. So
yeah, but there's
if
fair
it's
use
still,
law.
if it's
If
still
if it's
active,
critical
then
and transformative,
Did you
yeah.
see Uncle Gun's comment, Star?
Yeah, yes, I saw Uncle Gun's comment. I
About
put
the
a
alien?
highlight on it. It was very funny. Uncle
That
Gun's
sounds like
is
a
funny.
chipmunk.
Uncle Guns is the fastest mod in the West.
He is. Sometimes I wonder how it is he can cancel out people's comments that shouldn't be there as quick as he does.
No, he's incredibly fast. I mean,
He
Watch
beat
out,
me.
watch out.
Oh, he
yeah.
likes Barry Manilow better.
Could it be magic?
all right. That's fair. That's
I have not tested this, but I'm going to do it on your live stream.
what is it?
Just give me a minute.
Okay.
I don't know what it's going to do.
Everyone, he's gonna pull out some new special effect thing going on.
Yeah, probably.
Are you gonna dress
I might
up
have
like
to
a priest?
reset to get it because I just downloaded it. So, you know what? Never mind.
Oh, go ahead. In the meantime, we're probably gonna put together a little religious thing and talk about how these people who call themselves Orthodoxy don't even know that they were part of the Catholic Church for hundreds and hundreds of years. With my dear friend Shane here, and we'll throw the Godfather in it and make it fun for everybody.
Hmm.
What do you think? What do you think, Shane? You want to do that?
Sure, I'd love to.
Do I sound weird? Did I do anything?
I don't.
You sounded just your voice is fine.
Oh, okay.
You
Thank
sound like
you.
you sound like you. What am I looking for? Give me a hint.
Oh, here we go.
What the heck?
It's supposed to sound like the Fallout game, but boy voice. I don't know. It's going to need some testing.
Sounds like some weird 1950s or 40s movie.
Hey, guy, what do you think about those?
PA system.
We're out in outer space. Yeah.
Not in space. We might go into it. I don't
Uh-huh.
know if they like it here.
They're
But we're not
watching-
allowed to leave the house.
Why did you go so far, Trippy? I thought you were staying here with us. No, come back.
It's the spaceship. I don't know what I sound like, so it's really hard to do this. I'm going to turn it back off.
Turn it off.
Papers want to know whose shirt you wear.
I can't hear myself. I'm wearing a shirt with me on it, actually.
You are? Oh,
Yep.
you took my picture off. I see how it is.
Hey, that was for some other reason. And that was also for some other
Kidding.
stream, too. So
I'm
remember,
just
I was
kidding.
speed dating last night? I had to make sure people thought I changed my clothes.
I know. You want to come up there and be all stinky and dirty, right? Always
I
wearing
am.
the same thing.
That's right. Like a real man.
Do we want to finish the rest of this? I don't really want to.
Yeah, I think we've got the bones of it.
I think I'm done with
There,
that.
put me
Everybody
full
doesn't
screen,
mind.
Star.
What?
Go ahead, put me full screen. See, look at that.
You ain't
Uh-uh.
I'm full screen.
You-
I'll be more full screen. What are you talking about?
If
Yeah,
you guys
Star
want
Valley.
a t-shirt like mine, you can have one if you give Star a donation or two and say, release the shirt.
Release the hounds underneath the shirts.
You release the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing white with polka dots on there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one.
Polka dots.
Yeah.
I was thinking about changing all the polka dots to little trippy heads.
That's a lot of work.
I started on it. You saw.
I did it'd be like 40 layers or something.
Shit, it might be more like 70 or 80.
Yeah, well, I was just,
It's a lot of dots.
yeah, it's a lot of dots. I was just being an estimate.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So do
Are
you
you
two
already-
gentlemen have any summary onto this? We've been streaming for 2 hours and my brain is mush with two juvenile arguments going on.
Yeah, my summary would be: if you're gonna make accusations, you better bring some receipts. That's
You
it.
better back it up. That's
And
been
don't come in
before.
with
Yes.
personal animus. That doesn't help
Yeah.
anyone.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
agree
can't come
with you.
into a debate and say, I saw this thing. And then it not exist because you didn't.
I know
bring it
you
with
did
you.
that. Put your
I mean,
hand-
he's a YouTuber. He could look at the YouTube analytics and you could get some estimate of his income.
Yep.
Get an average.
Very true.
I think
But he never actually proved why that's a bad thing. I mean, what's wrong with making some money?
I don't know. I
Well,
think he had a
you're
different point, but it
supposed to
wasn't
make
fully.
money.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I think he had a different point, but he didn't fully fledge it out because he kept getting cut off.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Definitely.
Yeah, but
And
I mean,
then-
there's people in that stream that aren't religious at all. They just like entertainment of a good debate. You know, that's
Yeah, right.
all. You know,
Yeah.
there's no harm in that. You know,
P. Fletch said Trippy Star was on the dark side of the moon.
I like it over there.
And I would not personally be surprised at all if that Andrew guy is into thinking about, or if he's really got like priestly behaviors, maybe he's thinking about putting his
Hey,
in the
Herc.
little boy.
Nice to have you. And everybody, if you're still here, please remember to like and subscribe.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yeah.
I would, when I had a conversation with most of these guys who are doing this type of stuff, they like to muddle the lines between throwing God into the middle of everything that they want to push, and they call it the Christ pill type stuff. I would just venture to say and leave it at this. He said, Christ went around into the temples and was flipping and whipping guys who were the Pharisees, Sadducees, and what was the other one? I can't remember the last one. What was it, Shane?
Yeah, I forgot as well. I know who you mean, though. Yeah.
The two always stick out. But anyway, he said, you've made merchandise out of my father's house, making merchandise out of the house of
The
God.
money changers, was it?
The money exchangers. But that's always been part of the grift, and so I kind of chalk them all up into that venue right there. So to me, if you're going to do something, most of the time I say leave God out of it. But that's
Or at the very least,
that's
don't make
me
yourself,
personally.
right? Or at the very least, don't make yourself the worshipped.
because they're using God and they're using the word of God for their own accord. It has nothing to do with whether it's actually correct. It's just they're trying to prove their point and to sell their courses and their books to people.
Secular people do that as well, though. They'll take religion to try use it against people. Do you know?
Yes, exactly. And so, with Red, I hate even calling it like the manosphere and all that stuff like that. Most of the time, I'm like, if you're going to try and pretend it's a praxeology instead of an ideology and a fucking cult that it is, leave God out of it. Because if you do, you're going to step into my territory and then I'm going to come up and beat you over the head with something.
Yep.
That's just me angry.
As far as I can tell, like in Red Pill, there seems to be some. There is a divide. There are people in the Rollo Tomasi people. He's not religious in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't like. Yeah, he hates religion. Well, I mean, he wrote a book about religion. And I think it's anti-religion or something. I didn't read it.
Yeah.
It's there's him and the few other the older guys. They'd be secular men. The religious stuff. It's like, but even Fresh and Fit, like Walter, like he studied theology.
Yeah,
and he's
but he's still a monk.
He's not a Christian. I'm saying he's not a Christian though. He walked away.
Yeah, he's all about the Quran more.
No, that's Myron. No, he was.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
But Fresh was studying to be a pastor before, and he was married.
And money and prostitution and partying.
Well, no, that was before when he was nobody.
Better.
I mean, this is. I mean, when he was younger, even and nobody.
Yeah.
Or he could make all his money on the internet. Gotcha.
But he's he's a sinner. He's gone down that road.
That's why I said the prostitution, the partying, and stuff was looking better than the.
Oh
other.
yeah. No, he chose. I expect he'll come home one day. But he's the prodigal son at the moment. I think.
Maybe most of those guys are what the Word of God referred to as wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
most of them aren't called. They have no anointing. They just, hey, this seems like a good idea, and they put themselves through seminary because most of them have an ego and they think it's.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And they got soft hands, and it's an easy gig.
No, well, Myron, on the other hand, I think he grew up in a religious family and was never religious. He just thinks that religion is a good thing for society, and he thinks traditional values are good, but the difference is he has Muslim traditional values, not Christian ones. So
Yes, and I think he's more into a sausage fest than he is into the.
well, there is that. There
he the
people
one
say
going-
that. Yeah, is that because of the gym pictures and stuff? Is it?
I think it's because of him laying in bed with other dudes.
Oh,
No, I mean, there's actually photos of him laying in beds with
There
other
are
really?
guys
Oh, yeah.
and his
I
arms
haven't
around him.
seen that, but
Yeah.
I know I've heard people say it. I just haven't seen it.
I mean, I
you
came
know
across
those,
as a joke, but I wasn't joking.
I'm new to the space, right? And so when I first ran into them and I was listening to him talk, he was literally promoting that men should hang out and live with all their bros and then just visit their wives occasionally. 'cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
different. And I was like,
yeah.
God,
The
if
separate house thing.
that's not a guy
Yeah.
who's in competition with broads because he's batting for the other team. I don't know what is. And that was a year ago.
He said
Actually,
that
I mean, if I was
women make,
20,
zero
women make a man
understanding
soft or something. Wasn't it?
about any of it. So
honestly, Star, if I was in my 20s, that kind of sounds kind of fun. 'Cause you have your wife, but then you have your Xbox homies chilling at the other
well,
house.
no, there was more to it than that.
I know
I'm not
that,
talking
but
about
yeah.
it, but it was just total promotion of being like
Getting gay
like
with
bachelor
kids
and
is weird.
stuff with the homies than with a woman. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if, like, instead of having to have sex with women, we could just like hang out with our bros? And then, like, maybe once in a while, everybody gets naked. Too bad guys don't have a hole.
What?
What?
I know. Some
Trippy.
guys want to play around forever, though, don't they?
What was that?
Some guys want to play the field forever, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Like little
Yeah.
boys who never Neverland and they grow up.
But like, even when I was young and dumb and drank a lot, like I wasn't into that thing. Like it wasn't like there wasn't my, you know what I mean? I can't just fuck people. Pardon my French. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Casually.
I agree with that too. I never played that game or anything. So
Yeah, and it's not like I didn't have opportunities or couldn't get it. It's not, I turned down as many times as I've tried. You know what I mean? I just don't. If I see somebody once, I want to see them again. That's.
Yeah.
you mean
I like
like
the wording
more
of that.
normal, non-sociopathic behavior?
Yeah. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. I've had one night stands, but it wasn't my idea to be one night stands. You know what I mean?
Hurricane Pero says, hang out with her without sex? Beta.
Well, no, like this is the thing that guys have to understand. Like, if you want to be good with women, like, let's just say that's your goal. Well, you have to talk to them. You know what I mean? You have to try to understand them. You have to demystify them. They're treat them like people. If
Yeah.
you walk up to a girl in a bar and you're gonna be freaky, and you don't talk to women all day, and you're just around men all day, you're gonna make a mess of it. You know what I mean? So you just talk to girls in your life.
Mhm.
In a non-sexual way, and then when you meet them in a bar, you just talk to them like the regular people,
Mhm.
and you will do far better.
My God, you mean just talk to somebody? You don't need
I know,
to read
shocking, isn't it?
damn books.
Also, yeah, and also like those rules for the rules for getting into those pants, rules for getting in thine pants, my lady. They don't work across the board. They never will.
No, they never do, and they never have one.
Did you see what Tyrone said? He says, can we be honest, but don't Myron look like the guy that said group hugs in the showers with his friends? Actually, I think he kind of said something similar.
I would have thought that Walter has a very unfortunate face. Would you agree?
Oh, yes.
You
hit
know what I'm
every-
talking about?
Hit every ugly branch on the way down.
Yeah,
Yes,
not like
slap.
I mean, if he didn't have the car and the money and the whatever, I don't think he'd do very well. You know.
Oh, he did it. He said the name of the podcast.
What?
Whatever.
Who said the name of the podcast? Nobody
When
said
he
it.
said the whatever.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Yeah, I meant that. Whatever. You know.
I know, but
Fucking
like
stop.
it's weird how it still works in their favor.
Mm.
But
Well,
Homeland
there's
Security's
names.
watching them. Have you heard about that? Homeland Security's watching them.
Oh gosh. We're
Yeah,
gonna talk
something.
about that. Let's be careful.
The McCain group is watching them or something.
Mm.
Is that John McCain? I wonder.
It's got to be named after him. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Big Brother is watching him. Yeah,
Mm.
Big Brother's watching all of us.
I know.
You
That's why
guys catch the debate the other
I'm a
night?
good girl.
Honestly, I caught a chunk of the debate, but like not much of it.
Oh,
I
so
noticed that
bad.
a certain guy was getting embarrassed over and over and over and over.
What guy is
And I
that?
was like, oh, it's just like back in 2015.
Yeah, apparently his son Bo died in Iraq.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
horrible.
pushes that all the time.
Yeah, but he didn't. He died of cancer in a hospital in America.
Just gonna say that, dude. You're right. He did not die actually in or during war or fighting or any of that. He died of cancer
Mm.
months after he came home, or maybe even
Did you
years.
hear what happened after he died? With
Joe
the other son?
Biden's, Hunter became the favorite.
Well, no. Yeah, Hunter banged his sister-in-law.
Shh,
When she
careful,
was-
careful.
Yeah,
When
we gotta
she-
watch the political
Oh,
topic.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. Just we gotta be careful. That's all.
Yes,
Yeah, like
pardon
for
me.
instance, you can't call Joe Biden a boop. Boop. Or a bleep bleep.
Do you notice the his weight change?
His what? Oh,
Say white change?
His weight. His weight.
The
He put on
sun?
20. He put on
I'm
20
sorry.
pounds in a week.
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's called. I've cut down a little bit.
No, they're giving him IV something, you know?
Yeah, they're injecting all of his nutrients.
No, to make him
They
look
are.
fitter and healthier, you know? It's a temporary
Mm.
thing.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm
Careful,
saying? To
those
make him not
posts
look
will
as
be
old.
Talking about the sun for a second.
Mm. No, they were, but they pumped him up full of, you know, beat something, you know, what is that? Beat something shots, you know?
B12.
His eyes were crazy. Did you see his eyes, Trippy?
Yes.
He
I
couldn't
actually
blink.
snapped a couple of screenshots. Yeah.
Well, we are talking about
Senior Joe.
yes.
Yeah, look, his eyes during that thing were crazy.
Yeah, so B12
Yes.
shots and stuff.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
Personally,
you could tell that they hopped him up on something.
yeah, I think he's
But he's
always
much
on
he's
center.
much better in the daytime. You know, he suns down. He sundowns. You know,
He's
Yeah. Well, it was like
Whatever
somebody
that's
had brought
called.
up.
they give him sedatives.
Oh, it was when I was talking to Bandit. He had brought up
I think.
the one presidential address when Joe like started off really peppy, and he was like hitting on points, and then all of a sudden like you see the slowdown. You know.
Oh, I heard the you had that. I didn't catch that stream, but people were telling me it was a good stream. You and Bandit.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It's gonna be on the channel, so catch it whenever you want, man.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, 'cause I was talking about it with him today, and it sounded very interesting.
Yeah, we hit some topics.
I
That's
missed the
good.
first part of it.
You've gotten blurry.
Are you
lately.
gonna have Bandit on again?
I am. I'm blurry. What?
Blurry. Yeah, I'll probably have Bandit on again soon.
That's good. He's a good dude.
If he's got any Sundays off, he's gonna probably be on the game show eventually. But no game show this week. No
Uh-huh.
game show this week. It's next week, and then there'll be another interview.
I lost.
Sweet.
I lost
Yeah.
last week.
Star lost. She was pushed off the podium by our friend Resto Chesto. She got chest bumped by Chesto.
How dare she? What kind of games do you play?
Oh, there's this one really fun one where I make up quotes and then attribute them to random famous things.
They have to guess if it's true or not.
Yeah, because nobody can Google it that way. Ain't that right, Star?
I didn't Google nothing.
She's an honorable woman. How dare you?
I am. What do you mean?
Yeah, isn't that right?
And then
Isn't that
you
right?
cheat and then tell me I'm not allowed to pick the same answer. And I'm like,
Hey, that wasn't cheating. That wasn't cheating.
That's totally cheating.
That wasn't cheating. That was a last minute rule change.
I'm gonna.
That was an unwarranted last minute rule change. It'll be established rule from now on, though.
I will never go on that game show again.
Oh yeah, you will.
No, I won't.
Yeah,
No way. You treat me horrible on there.
Because you lost one.
I didn't really lose. You got a bunch of fake made up shit on there and then tell me I can't pick the same answer that I was going to pick in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, and the other contestant came up with that rule. That's how game shows work, Star.
Well, I helped you create some of that. How come he has more pull than me?
You don't just get to win every time you're on, Miss.
Fucking traitors, what you are.
God, Star would have been holding the podium for another 18 weeks or some shit.
Yeah, you let that Otis guy on there for like every episode for like 6 weeks. What do you,
For
what do you
3.
care?
There was
6
3
weeks.
episodes. It was 3 episodes.
I'm signifying. No, I know it was like 6.
You took him and
Us
AP out.
clown.
You took him and AP out, and people thought I was playing favoritism when you won.
What?
I said you took him and AP out, and people thought I was playing favoritism when you won, which I was. Like I tell them that right there. Like yeah, but then you lost fair and square, and now you're going to complain about losing fair and square. Don't you complain?
I
That's
will
it.
complain.
That's it. Put the collar on. We're going to take this. I'm going to take this out on you after the show.
Yeah, yeah. Sure.
She has a ruler. Be careful, Trippy. She has a ruler.
I do.
Well, I'm breaking out. I'm
Where
breaking
is
out the
it?
middle. I'm
Where
breaking
did I
out the
put
middle
it?
bowl.
It's
I'm
here
breaking out the bowl.
somewhere. I have
The
3
bowl with
of
the
them.
little dog paws on it. Mhm.
The what?
I'm breaking out the collar and the. I'm breaking out the
Do you
collar.
like wear a collar, do you, Trippy?
That's what
Nope, I'm
that's
putting
what
it
I-
on. I'm putting it on Star. I'm
That's
a
what
walker.
no, honey. That's what I make all the men wear. Just remember that. Right
I'm putting,
there.
I'm
See
putting the
that?
collar on Star, and I'm going to make her drink out of the bowl.
Not me. Not me.
Yeah, be careful now. She might get you neutered.
I'm not that cruel, but you know.
Come on, Star, give us a little whimper.
No
Give us a
eunuchs. No
little
eunuchs
puppy
in the
whimper.
parlor. Thank you.
Give us a little puppy whimper. That one that you do, you know,
The what?
a little puppy whimper. Where you're like,
I don't do that. You do it.
and she
Trippy.
pouts her lips.
Tyrone says Trippy likes getting spanked. I don't know.
There's
Maybe.
nothing wrong with a man getting spanked. And if you, as
Shane,
a man,
you
haven't
getting
put a woman's
spanked?
foot in your mouth, I'm sorry that you were born betting for the same team. Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Thank you. Rescue us.
He's like, I'm gonna bounce now. This is getting way too out there.
I was just joking around.
We're still live? I thought you guys were done.
Nah, we're gonna get
We're
off.
still live? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we're having-
Okay.
We're having fun. Hurricane says, "What? Hell nah."
Hell yeah. Hurricane, if you haven't put a woman's foot in your mouth, and then, well, have fun getting married to that guy later on.
That's a pretty good turnaround.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, that's a smooth transition.
I know Self
Yeah.
will agree with me. He's put many
Well,
a
I
foot
just-
in his mouth.
Hey, Victor. Now, like,
What?
I just had to go through some mental warfare right now. Some unhinged mental warfare.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm alright, though. I'm unscathed.
Okay.
Did you tell him to get the lead out?
Perfectly fine.
All right,
Business
so are we
week,
closing down?
Yeah, we'll close
We're
down. We'll
closing
finish on Tyrone's a freak, and he does like to get spanked. I knew it. I knew it.
What?
All
I
of,
don't mind it.
all of you freaks get attracted to me for some reason.
Because you talk about that
Yeah, I
all
like
the time,
that.
dude.
I was talking about putting Star in a dog collar and walking her into the
I
kitchen
said,
and making
and I
her
said
drink out of a
all
bowl.
the men around me wear dog collars and walk around. Now what?
And Star's gonna go,
Well, before this goes any
Oh, look
further,
at how
I'd like
cute
to
that
thank
was.
Star for having me on, and I'd like to thank the chat for listening.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Shane, for
coming on,
coming.
Shane.
And you know, we'll be talking about religion off and on, so you'll be there with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Mine. Ma'am, see, he knows the way to a lady's heart.
See, I'm
All right,
personally happy
everybody.
that I got to
Thank
talk to
you for
Shane
being
here on
here.
the
Thank you
Trippycast.
for joining me during the torture of watching this debate.
Yeah, it was my pleasure to talk to Trippy in person for the first time.
Yeah, thanks for coming on my show.
And your show and the chat.
It's got a B
Everyone,
show.
thank you for joining School of Thought and me, your host, Nova. Everyone have a great Saturday night and enjoy your Sunday.
Like and
Bye.
subscribe, Ravens.
Oh, yes. Like and subscribe. Mwah.
Maybe